back to the pregame show on J105. Grant Clafton, head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks.
And still make mistakes that you can look back and say, okay, regardless of the wins or losses, there's...
Welcome back to the pregame show.
Order. It's 200-foot player block shot. Kanan Ravila. There's a few guys that we...
It was fun going back up there. It was a lot, though.
That's a lot of driving.
Well, we stayed in Roseville. So I did Friday, Saturday. We stayed Saturday, too.
Yeah.
We came home Sunday. And then they, well, can you do Oro? And I said, well, I'll just drive up and back. So me and Andrew went. And it wasn't that bad. We were home by 12:30.
Yeah.
So, with that back-to-back games by yourself.
Yep, that's hard. That's hard. You got GRG this weekend?
Yeah, tomorrow and Saturday. I said I'm doing them with Ethan.
Oh, Ethan does good enough.
Yeah, he's done Greenway with me.
Yep. It's all working? Yes, it is.
That must have been a nice game with Wayzata.
That's a good game. That was good hockey.
Yeah.
They could play a little better than that, but overall it was pretty good hockey.
I would assume we're going to see Ryder.
Yeah, what's the well, this game will be 7-1 by the end of the second. Get home and watch a little football.
I forgot to say congratulations to you,
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah. Back on the horse.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Well, it definitely is. I know. I waited, I don't know however long we waited. Ann and I got together about a year and a half after the divorce.
Yeah.
We'd gone out in high school. I don't know how the heck we ended up finding each other again, but we did.
That's something.
Because then we got married about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be 2 years in March.
Yeah.
And I got my last...
So there was going to be no being together without being married.
We went out for quite a while. Because we've been together now 9 years. So yeah.
This would have been Darla's 60th birthday today.
Oh wow. My dad didn't quite make it to 81. Now Ann's mom's starting to fail too. She is 81.
Driving school bus?
I am?
Yeah, I thought I met you the other day.
Oh yeah? Where?
You were coming down 38?
I'll be in the afternoon.
Yep.
I saw you one day. I don't know if you saw me. Right by Casey's in Cohasset. I was coming out of my...
Yeah, I'm not there very often. That must have been a Wednesday midday.
I was coming down...
the only time I'm down there is every other Wednesday I take Religion's Release down there.
Oh, sure.
Nissan Alliance.
Okay.
Normally by Routall North.
We just lived down past the school, Roderson Road. We're on Bass Lake there.
Okay.
So we're down just probably a mile from Casey's.
Oh, Casey's over in Cohasset? Oh, I haven't seen Casey's in Rapid.
No,
Casey's in Cohasset. I am there.
Yeah, I know.
Over
I saw you.
and over and over again. 3 times a day, or 6 times a day.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you were just coming off 2, and I was heading on to 2.
Yeah, because my route takes me there 3 times per route. So 3 times morning, 3 times afternoon.
Oh, wow.
I turn there at Columbus. Because I've got a stop on Columbus and one on County 179. And then I've got stuff on 62, so I always have to
make that loop.
I gotta make the loop, and then I do Cohasset School, and then I going back to Rapid. Yeah. Casey's in Cohasset, I've got a lot. Just north.
course, the weekend I go to Rosa was the coldest weekend in 2 years. Good grief. I was 35, 40 below in the wind up there.
There's always wind up there.
Mr. Moody, how are you? I assume I get Joe back after a little bit. All right. Well, I think we are all set to rock and roll here. See, the perks of being married, David, I'm waiting for my wife to bring me lunch. Life is good. Or supper, whatever. It's actually not a bad looking uniform there for Superior. That's not a bad looking Superior uniform. It's not a bad looking Superior uniform. I don't mind that.
I like those better than the old ones.
Yeah.
What's up with us wearing orange today?
What?
What's up with us wearing orange today?
Oh. That never even thought of it until said something. Don't know.
Boy, Rose had some sharp, their third jersey, and they debuted it. It was black.
Oh, that sounds good. Rapids hasn't worn their blacks at all this year.
Yeah, they went with all black, black breezes, black socks. So.
I have to be careful what I say because Wimmer's already running the video, so anything I say may be used against me in a YouTube court of law.
No. He's often doing mid-hockey stuff. Yeah. And this is Ellen? Hi. Yeah, this is Jason.
Long time partner with him.
Yeah, we've done a lot of good. Good to meet you.
Congratulations. Dinner?
I do. Wasn't time to go home with you after the hospital.
I haven't eaten dinner yet, but we had a big lunch in Superior, our Duluth.
So which college semifinal is tonight?
It's Penn State, Notre Dame. Does that sound right? And tomorrow, Texas, Nebraska. probably have a bigger Minnesota fan base in Arizona.
That's what I said. Okay. For all the fire is way bigger than sports.
Right.
And the terrible things are the loss of life, loss of property, home, all of the stuff that's going on. But it would be an advantage for the Vikings not to play it so far.
It would be. I think they're going to beat them anyway. What did they? Sam Darnold showed up against the Lions. Whoops.
Oh, that's John Luke. I didn't even I think that's his first start. John Luke.
I thought I saw him play before earlier this year in a JV game. It was here.
I didn't think of that.
It'd be nice if they turned it on. It's not that bad. I did bring it back just in case. For the first time in the history of me ever calling a game in Memorial Arena, they had the heat on. I was actually hot. I had taken the jacket off, and it was 20 below outside, and I was sweating doing the game.
Yeah, not sure on the drop. I wasn't watching, so I didn't see anything. But I'm plugged into the Yanmar internet, which has been solid. That's what I've done the last 3 games I've done here. I mean, I can take out the hotspot and do that. I've just had more dropouts with that generally. Not too bad. How's Blake?
It's been a while.
It has been. 13th last home game. Okay. Yeah, like I said, there we go. If I was watching it, I could have told you whether the stream dropped out or whether it was your computer, but yeah, Stacy said something about a couple minor dropouts during the Wyzetta game, and I never saw them on my end, and usually I catch those, so I don't know if it's something in that computer or not.
It's like if you use a little WD-40.
A little stiff.
Yeah. It's tight.
Yeah, that's always been tight.
Uh-oh.
All right. You got it, man. I didn't see what happened. Were you watching?
I was following. Was I watching?
Okay, fair. I see Rapids got a 5 out of it, so it must have been a hit from behind or something. Did you see it? I wasn't watching.
Looking down. I think you call a game in a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't like to see it. Do not like to see that. Need to go find Dale Anderson, tell him the heat could be turned on.
Okay.
I don't know where he's at. I don't think he's in his office.
Maybe they're not expecting a large skate tonight, so that probably plays.
Yeah, so the city can't afford heat? Come on. Are you there, Super Joe? Long injury time out here, and there's still 8:47 to go in the JV game. So there's a kid laying on the ice that they haven't moved now for what, 5 minutes? 5 minutes that he's been laying there at least.
They're gonna have to get the backboard.
I bet this is going to be stretcher out is my guess. So So we're at least 15 minutes out, I would say, for pregame.
Good. This kid's been down for probably 4 minutes or something. Really? Yeah. Bad hit?
I didn't see it. I think they called a 5 in a game. Oh, Rapids player.
Yeah.
How's Bobcat doing? I saw you.
He's doing better. He'll be back. He's going to do the game Saturday at Brainerd.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw your post.
He ended up, he had gastric bypass surgery a number of years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Then he got a hernia, and he didn't have it taken care of.
Yeah.
By the time he broke his back, there moved, it was the size of a football.
Oh, really?
So it ruptured
Oh, wow.
into his,
Yeah.
his bowel and his bladder. So his surgery, he was in surgery for about 3 hours.
Wow. Yeah.
If they hadn't gone in, he'd have
Yeah, I
died.
had the sponsor up for a
But he said he
while.
wasn't feeling good.
Right.
Decided, because he was still in the cities. So we did the Eden Prairie tournament, and he couldn't fly back. He was going to fly back Monday.
Okay.
He couldn't fly back Monday, so he ended up catching because he was too sick. And he flew back to Thief River on Tuesday
Yeah.
and drove from there to Roseville, and then he went right in. Yeah, so I did the games for them Friday.
Tomorrow game. Yeah.
I did Friday, Saturday up there too.
Okay.
They played St. Michael, Albertville, and,
Yeah,
and St. Cloud. So I did those two, and then
Did they win both of those?
they split
Split. Beat. Or they lost to
St. Michael 7-5, and then they beat St. Cloud 4-2.
Yeah.
Then I did the boys girls doubleheader in Warroad
Right. Yeah.
on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and boys lost 2-1 in that one. Girls lost 4-1.
War of control most of the play. Or?
You know, it was pretty even. The boys game was even. Girls game, it was all Warroad. Rosewood just was awful.
Right.
That game, and they'd beaten Alexander the game before on Saturday.
Yeah.
Pounded them.
Yeah. Alexander's pretty good.
That was a five goal third period for Rose on that one.
Yeah.
I think that was 7-2 was the final one. But it'll be a mixed bag. Everybody's gonna have their hands full with Moorhead,
Oh yeah.
both on boys and
Well,
girls.
girls too. Yeah. Yeah. More at girls, they weren't really historically too strong. I could be wrong, but
They
there's
beat
a lot of players there.
the 3 years I was up there. They beat Roseau in the finals every year,
Right.
and then last year Roseau beat them.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Anything can happen at that time of year.
Has Rosa boys played Moorhead yet?
9-0.
Not surprising. Yeah, and Moorhead's real good.
I'm gonna guess this will be probably running time.
Yeah.
Do you guys do every round?
Yeah, we have it streaming every game. I haven't been here for some years.
Right.
Home schedule actually isn't too strong this year. They don't have too many series teams coming up here.
No.
But I mean, Cloquet should be interesting.
That'd be a good one.
Rock Ridge would probably be.
know, I don't know. Strength of schedule is what kind of shies me away from Rockers a little bit. They did the same thing. Like, they had 20 wins last year.
Yeah.
And got destroyed by us in the semis.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they've been really inconsistent. I mean, they've had a couple, they had a couple good teams, but yeah, they still play, like their last game of the season against, they have to go to East Bethel or Sandy to play Northern Edge. East Bethel, East Bethel. So.
That's kind of the way it was last year. I mean, it was predominantly an A schedule.
Yeah.
And I think they were kind of locked into that, though.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they lost like Little Falls recently, a couple weeks ago. Had trouble in Buffalo, it was like 6-5 or something.
Oh, wow.
Buffalo's a very good this year.
No.
They were decent last year, obviously. They had a chance to make it. Moran got knocked out and they got out there.
Okay. That's right.
Moran should roll 18.
I would.
Shouldn't even be close. They've had their moments the last couple of years. Obviously last year, but I don't know. Bemidji seemed like a tough team for the Logs in the sections.
What's your brother doing?
Well, he's coming home from a trip today.
From a trip?
Yeah, he was on a trip down in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not doing too much right now. He's just doing some plowing for the winter. Plowing like at the hospital and stuff.
Not much of that lately.
Doing docks and stuff and stuff. So, yeah, he decided to hang up the skates after last year. Yeah, and next year he's gonna go to electrician school. Next year. Some of the names for the last names.
The only two that look bad, Hellenius. And number 4 is Ravela. Other than that, they look pretty.
Yeah, Severin.
What's that? Severin, yeah. Drogas, Bremer, Olsen, Harrelson.
Hurtig.
Burdick, yeah.
Hurtig. Sidorowicz for the goalie. He's going to be the goalie at the Stars.
Yeah, Sidorowicz.
Sidorowicz. I see they played 9 Minnesota teams. 5 Minnesota teams. Yeah, they've been fared too well.
Some of their lot, like I mean, I don't think Denfeld's very good this year. And I don't think Marshall is either. They lost the whole job.
Yeah.
They're 4-11.
Yeah.
Be nice. It's not so.
At 25 degrees outside, there's no reason it should be 25 inside.
Right.
I was gonna say another JV game behind in Rapids, huh? Bad this year.
At the ticket counter, they were giving Dale. This wouldn't happen if Ann was AD.
Oh yeah.
It's like, that's actually true. She was
Yeah. Right.
So,
I feel like we're still behind even with that.
I gave you those names.
oh, you did. Yeah, you can't do anything about an injury.
No.
Did you see it? What was a big hit?
Talking to Clapton, Grandstand.
I saw they gave him a major. Game.
He didn't agree with it.
I saw. I don't know how the kid didn't get a game. The Rover kid, way behind the play. It was a complete spear. 5-minute major and no misconduct.
Yeah, I didn't know if the varsity kids were out already. Didn't know if the rest of kids were down there. Asked him, and none of them had seen him. So. And he said he was good for me that they saw him.
Even J-Mo had a good game on Saturday.
J-Mo had a hell of a game.
Oh, yeah.
As well. Yeah, you played, they didn't play out there. I was kind of surprised they started him off. Well, I mean, how good was it too strong? Yeah, sure.
What are we thinking?
He probably wants
I'm thinking,
Maybe Denfeld,
I don't know,
section game still.
let's go 650.
Who's the senior night game against? Hermantown, I don't know.
No.
You might start it.
Well, it looks like they're at Hermantown, but the notes
Oh.
are Margaret's. Vanille. So maybe Brainerd, maybe Denfeld. Brainerd's weak too.
What's going on with Andover? Good grief.
With what?
Andover.
Well, they,
Lost a lot.
yeah.
Only had one win, I think. There's a nice win against Rose.
No, they got another win then. They got two right in a row.
Yeah.
They
I
must
think
be.
they played at Noka or something like that. Yeah, it was a weak team.
Yeah, I was told they were two decent.
Yeah, well, they beat Rosemount 6-1. Rosemount's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They play a tough schedule. But then they lost to the Rookies. That was a big backbreaker for them.
Yeah. They're better than 2 and 12, but they're not Andover in the past.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It'll be an interesting one when
They're
That's gonna be
probably
coming up
real
here.
similar to Forest Lake.
right, yeah. Actually, first.
lower than that. I mean, unless they start beating someone in the section, you're going to have them behind. Well, they lost to Duluth East head-to-head, so they're going to be behind Rapids, Rock Ridge, Denfeld, and East for sure.
I don't know who else.
And then Forest Lake, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Duluth Marshall, even.
Yeah.
Marshall's
Yeah.
beaten some teams. I think they could be 6 or 7. But Rapids will have to have a major improvement.
Yeah.
This is just, well, I mean, but they've still got, well, who do they, Rock Ridge and Denfeld. They got to win those two. And Marshall. They got to win those 3. If they win those, they're the number 1 seed. If they lose every suburban, if they lose to Hill, White Bear, St. Thomas, and everybody, they'll still be right. In fact, if they win 2 out of those 3, they're right.
Yeah. We still have a lot of city strips left.
I have I think that's what, right? They play White Bear, Benilde, Hill, and St. Thomas here.
Yeah, that's still 3 separate trips.
Yeah. Yeah, they go down next weekend, White Bear and Hill on a Friday, Saturday. And then they're Saturday down and back for both St. Thomas and Benilde.
Oh, Benilde's here.
Or Benilde's here.
Andover.
Oh, Andover down there. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, JV game just over.
Try not to invade your space.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
So the one thing, between periods, first time we come back, just talk about it. Take another break, come back and actually run down the stats. Hopefully we'll have lots of goals to talk about.
It'd be awesome if they could fix this PA so we could hear them.
Yeah. What are they wasting all this money on this trying to?
Yeah, instead of, yeah.
I think you just gotta replace the.
Yes.
Are you on yet?
We're on YouTube, nothing else.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I sent something to, I think it was her address.
TD?
What's that?
TD?
TD?
Jim Wimmer, we worked one
That's
football
right.
game.
We did one game down in
When are you graduating? Are you engaged?
Engaged. He's pretty
You got married. Congratulations. On January 1st. Wow. You'll be able to remember that anniversary date.
Yeah, I can't keep it simple.
All right. I was introducing Tom Downing to the new Mrs. Slaybaugh. Now I'm ready to go. Yeah. Found this little flash drive. This is the coolest little flash drive I've ever found. 128 gigs.
Wow.
And USB, both styles of USB, depending which way you put it.
Awesome. Crazy what they can, how much punch a little
Oh, yeah.
device can pack.
Exactly. Three minutes.
Bummer about that Shimon kid, huh?
Ah, jeez. Feel so bad for him. One, two. That's all you got right there.
That should be all right. Is this the one I can only hear in one ear?
Yeah, well, the other one's the same way. I give you that one, but the only one in the whole stable of Rapids radio ones that you can hear to both ears is this one, and I bought this one myself.
Yeah.
So there's 300 reasons I'm using this one.
Well, oh yeah, I believe it.
And I'm not loaning it out to any of the. Anyways, no, I don't know that it's necessarily anyone's fault that they're just getting old.
Getting old.
See, all day tomorrow you'll have your head tilted one way from hearing in one ear. One minute. Do I feel just a little bit of heat, or is it my imagination?
I think it's your imagination.
Yeah, well, okay.
I don't think it's on yet.
I don't see any heat radiating from it.
No. Yeah, we're hockey announcers. We're supposed to be cold. Not really.
I didn't sign up for Hockey Day in Minnesota.
Oh, I'll never forget that. I think my toes are still cold.
Welcome to Yanmar Arena as we get set for hockey action. Tonight it's the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks taking on the Superior Spartans in a Lake Superior Conference matchup. Thunderhawks back at home for the first time since 12-13. Unlucky Friday the 13th for the Thunderhawks when they lost to Maple Grove here.
It's been a while since they've been here, so it's kind of nice to get back in front of this home crowd.
And 5 games on the road in that stretch, so a rather light schedule. But going 4-1 on the road against mostly suburban teams, that has to feel good for the Thunderhawks.
Well, and they're picked up their play as of late. Maybe those little breaks and getting some extra practice time involved in there has helped them, but they certainly look good coming off that big win over Wayzata on Saturday, 3-2. You were down there, you called a good game, a good victory for the Thunderhawks.
That was fun, and it was all the good things about high school hockey. It was 2 quality programs, a fairly full arena with fans engaged, good, clean, fast hockey, and it was fun to watch, and the Thunderhawks deserved the win.
Oh, they certainly did. And coming into tonight, on paper, this looks like kind of a throwaway, but you don't want to take them too lightly, as you never can. Grand Rapids heavily favored in this one.
Well, certainly they are. As Superior comes in 4-11, they're also battling some illness and injuries tonight, so they are shorthanded as well. This is the pregame show on J105. We'll take our first break, and when we come back, Super Joe will look back at the win we were talking about against the Wayzata Trojans. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com. I hope you waited a long time to give me the clear, because otherwise we're fighting a long delay. I do. We can go threes. Goalie looks passable.
Yeah. That's
Big kid.
34 is your starter, right?
No, 33 is a starter.
Oh.
A little bit small, yeah. Only a second start.
Okay.
been a while since I've seen a Sherwood stick. The goalie. I mean, I'm sure. I think they've been bought out by one of the big two.
I'm sure that they have. I haven't seen Sherwood for a long time.
No, but they must have kept the name around, which is interesting. I mean, I played with a Sherwood stick, but, you know, it was a few years ago.
And the last father-son game I skated in, I broke out the wooden Christian Brothers.
The aluminum Christian.
No, the wooden.
The wooden Christian.
And all
Brothers.
the kids were going, "What is that? Where did that come from?"
Nice. Yeah, the rise of aluminum and then composite sticks sent them to their demise. They were making a lot of sticks in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I like how he hugs the post. Nice for him. Alrighty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 with Rob Downs, head coach, Superior Spartan Hockey. And I guess you play a lot of Minnesota teams, but this is the only out-of-state team Rapids plays.
Okay. Yeah, it's we kind of get hit with the gauntlet of both states. Played Cloquet not too long ago. Just got back from Northern Lakes on Tuesday. So we hit a lot of Minnesota teams. We'll be hitting Hermantown and Hibbing pretty soon. So it's a little bit of a gauntlet of a schedule right now.
Does that really prepare you for Wisconsin playoff hockey, playing the tough schedule that you do?
100% already is starting to pay dividends right now with some of our sectional opponents. Our record might not show it as of right now, but the style of hockey that we were having to play, these Minnesota teams it's really it's picking us up for what we need to do, fast, hard, gritty hockey. So it always prepares us for the end of the season, and record might not always show it, but it gets us ready.
So what's the biggest difference between Wisconsin and Minnesota hockey? Because you get to see both of them.
Depth. Wisconsin hockey might have a good top line. A couple of kids that are fairly skilled. You get into Minnesota with some of these programs, it's just a wave after a wave. 1, 2, and 3 are all talented, so it's hard to keep up with that depth a lot. Minnesota hockey, especially up here, is a little more physical. Wisconsin, they kind of shy away from it, or you get a lot of calls, so we end up in the box a lot in Wisconsin. But we kind of enjoy a little bit more of the physical brand.
Well, I know Superior's been known as kind of liking the physical hockey. Kind of makes you odd person out sometimes in Wisconsin.
Yep. It's hard because, when we play on this side of the border, we have to do it to survive. And we get to that side of the border, and it's almost like you have to take your foot off the pedal a little bit, which changes your game. But it is what it is. We kind of try to back off as little as possible to not change the game, but we enjoy the physical side and are used to it from growing up, from youth all the way up, because these are the teams that we mostly play is on the Minnesota side.
So taking on Grand Rapids tonight, and out of a lot of good Minnesota opponents you named, this is one of the few AA teams. What do you expect, and what do you need to learn tonight?
What do I expect? Pretty much everything I just said. Physical. Waves of depth, skill, tenacity. I wouldn't expect anything less out of Grand Rapids hockey. So,
who are some of the players that you're looking for to step up, and who are some of the leaders for Superior?
Braden Severn, number 7, is our captain. He's a junior. He was a captain last year. He's a skilled player, tenacious, 200-foot player, block shots, you name it. He'll do whatever we need. Extremely skilled. Number 10, Tyler Olson. He's kind of stepping into a role today. We've got some sickness rolling through. We're minus a few kids and even a coach today. So 10 is Tyler Olson's jumping up from defense. He's going to play center for us. He's played both positions for us throughout the 3 years he's been up. We got another younger guy at net, so hopefully he made his first start on Tuesday and did really well. 27 is a skilled guy, Maverick Milroy, Kanan Ravela. There's a few guys that we need to step up, but also take over from 17, who's out, Brayden Herdig, real skilled player, he's out sick. So he's kind of a grit and glue guy. So we're going to miss him for sure today. Good defensive guy, likes to play the body, so we're missing that for sure.
Okay, well, thanks for taking a little time with us, Coach. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck.
And that is head coach Rob Downs of the Superior Spartans. And, as he listed some of the players, he mentioned the young goaltender Ryan Pettengill, who gets his second start tonight. He did lose his first game, according to what it says here, but a .938 save percentage, not half bad, even in one game.
Right, absolutely. I did find it very interesting how he said they had to dial it back down once they go back across the border over to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I get the physicality of Minnesota hockey, but it's kind of a shame that you have to change your game to play in your own state.
Yeah, exactly right. And they play that Lake Superior Conference schedule, so that's why they end up with, Grand Rapids and Hermantown and Hibbing and Cloquet. That's that's kind of a murderer's row of Northern Minnesota hockey right now.
Well, it certainly is. And you throw in a Denfeld team that's been playing better as of late as well. And, it is a tough schedule that they play, but like he said, because you often hear, you turn the late night news on and it's the Superior Spartans headed to the state tournament in Wisconsin.
Okay, we are... Okay. When did it go out? I wasn't watching close enough. Did we get the entire interview on or not? Welcome back to the pregame show on J105. Grant Clafton, head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. The games were spread out far enough. I didn't realize how long a road trip you guys were on. You haven't played at home since the 13th.
Oh, I was counting the games on the way here. I think we've had 5 home games and 7 away games. But, here we are back at home. Good to be back.
And but you have to be happy how those 5 games away turned out, ending up going, 4-1?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a good outcome on the wins and loss side. I mean, we made some strides and, obviously particularly happy with the Wayzata game. I thought we played really, really well in that period. And just now watching film with the kids, there was one power play where we had 4 chances to clear and didn't, and they got 8 shots in 40 seconds. And, I mean, I thought that was probably the lowest point of that game on the penalty kill. But, when you have the goaltending that we have, and he picked us up there, and the rest of the game the kids battled, and they deserved to win that game.
Absolutely. And that was a lot of what high school hockey, the draw of high school hockey is games like that. 2 evenly matched teams playing a good brand of hockey.
Yeah, with great goaltending. And, I can't say enough about the kids to get through that. They approached it with a great attitude and rewarded for it. And at the same time, it's always fortunate to play well, win games, and still make mistakes that you can look back and say, okay, we stole this one, but we can't continue to make these mistakes.
Well, before the game, you mentioned Jamison Duell as someone who had stood out and really listening to what you were saying in practice, and he goes out and has a 3-point night.
Yeah, he was rewarded with his effort. I mean, he fired the pucks, and I think he scored 2 of the goals, yep. Right? So yeah, good for him, and definitely he tried to focus on the moving his feet portion of it, and I think it benefited him.
So anyone trying to pay you to mention them in the pregame to kind of get them going?
No, I might as well mention all of them, I guess, one by one.
Yeah, we'll just go through, and it's the Rabbit's Foot now taking on Superior tonight. This is a team that struggled a little bit this year, and they're a Wisconsin program, so a little different. Not a huge number of common opponents. What do you expect here tonight?
I don't know what I expect. I mean, the expectations I do have for our kids are to worry about ourselves and how we play the game. And the message that we just had in our little meeting was championship teams, play one way, and that's hard all the time. It doesn't matter who they're playing. And that's one part that we need to get to with, some competitive maturity where, we're focused on the goal of playing the right way and getting the job done the right way as a team. And if we do that, we should be successful.
And I know, I think Coach Chido back 3-4 years ago when he was the head coach would mention that competitive maturity is one of his buzzwords as well. Mm-hmm. What does it take to get a high school team to that level?
25 games, a lot of practices, and a lot of ramming it down their throat. And it's a body of work, and you try to get better every single game, regardless of the wins or losses. There's something to take out of it, and you just try to build that mentality, and hopefully you have some success along the way where the kids realize, like, okay, we listened, we did it worked. Now let's move on to the next thing.
Well, good luck tonight, and it should be a fun one on Saturday as well. We'll talk about that one on Saturday.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Grant Clafton, head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, and I'm going to put that last response down as one of Grant's all-time classic responses. What does it take to get competitive? To get to competitive maturity? 25 games, numerous practices, and ramming it down their throats constantly.
That's typical Grant Clafton for you right there. And you know what, though? He's 100% correct.
Yep, yeah, he absolutely is. And so that is what he's looking for is come out. Yes, Superior is a team not as highly touted. You just played Wayzata. You just come from the Edina Classic with 3 suburban teams. You played Duluth East with their history and pedigree. Now come out and play exactly that way tonight.
Well, that's certainly what you want to do. As you're the stronger team coming in. You want to put this team down and keep them down. Don't leave them hanging around. That's one thing that good teams tend to do sometimes is they'll let a inferior team hang around and gives them hope, and they end up playing a little bit stronger.
So if you were listening during the JV game on YouTube, I mentioned, hey, the Blacks haven't come out yet for Grand Rapids this year. Guess what?
Yeah, here they are.
We got black.
I like the black ones.
I do. I think, and Super Joe will remind me if I'm wrong, I think the first time those were worn was the outdoor game against Benilde.
I believe so. Hockey day.
No, not
the hockey day?
Not the hockey day. First year in 2016. First year of Trent Klatt.
Then that would have been like Woodbury. It wouldn't have been Benilde. I think it was like Woodbury.
Now, was it
like that.
Holy Family? That's right.
Holy Family. There you go.
Now, I knew it was a private school.
Yep.
I just had the wrong one. Against Holy Family. And Super Joe, am I right? Was that the first you saw the black jerseys? And he's back running the board, keeping us on the air, and bailing us out when the internet burps on us. And he's going with what I said. So
yeah, we did have that little blurb, so we can go back. We kind of missed a little bit of that interview, but one of the things that we were talking about was how they have to change their game. This is a Wisconsin team, how they come to Minnesota and they get to play freestyle and a little more physical.
Yep.
And they go back across the border and they have to tone their game down a little bit.
Yeah, that was really that was something to hear from the head coach of the Superior Spartans. Time for starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric for all your electrical contracting needs, residential, commercial, and industrial. Skoglund Electric, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Athletics. First for the visitors, the Superior Spartans. They start in net. Ryan Pettengill, 6'1", 170, number 33. On one defense will be Leo Drugas, number 8, no goals, 2 assists. Great. Caden Reamer will be at the other defense. He has a goal and no assist, number 9. Up front in the middle, number 7, Braden Severin, 9 goals, 10 assists. And I think safe to say he's the straw that stirs the drink here.
A little bit there for Superior.
Right wing will be Kanan Ravila, 3 goals, 4 assists. And the left wing is Brady Harrelson with 3 goals, 7 assists. And I think that's what you see from what the coach said. from Wisconsin. Maybe not a lot of depth. After that first line, there's not a lot of scoring up there.
It trickles down. He did mention that as well, as you might see one and maybe 1.5 lines in the Wisconsin side that are real strong. And we're typically in Minnesota, if you're a good team, you've got 3 strong lines.
For Grand Rapids, they will start their number 1 line. Up front, Jamison Duell, Nathan Garski, and Seth Carlson. In goal tonight is the senior Ryder Miskovich. 3-0-0 and 9.59 goals against average. When that's your backup, you're doing pretty well.
That's nothing to sneeze about. Good stats there for Ryder.
Their 9.59 save percentage. And on defense, number 7, Luka Roloff. He is still hanging on to the team lead in points by 1 over Nathan Garski with 4 goals and 15 assists. And Joe Carpenter, another senior, goal and 3 assists on the other defensive side. And those are your starting lineups, again brought to you by Skoglund Electric. They are proud to be your hometown electrician, proud to support all Thunderhawk sports, and proud to provide first-rate electrical service in the Grand Rapids area. And Jamison Duell, coach called him out and mentioned him as someone really having good practices before the Wayzata game. He comes out 2 goals and an assist, and the number 1 star.
And he's just getting better and better as the games go on. He's just starting to mature really nicely as a hockey player, and it's really starting to show for him and for this Thunderhawks team.
We'll take one more break, come back with the drop of the puck. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. Two and a half. So I don't know, I was plugged into port 1 on my router, and it just like it went dead. There was no connection even to the computer, so I plugged into port 2 and it's good. So. Just about set for action here at Yanmar Arena. Sheldon Willis again with Jason Merritt as we get set for Grand Rapids High School hockey. You've got some girls hockey on the air the next 2 days.
I do. We've got Grand Rapids Greenway tomorrow at 7, and then again at 2 o'clock, both here at Yanmar Arena.
And I'll be over in Hibbing for Grand Rapids boys hockey on Saturday evening at 7.
A lot of hockey here on the Rapids radio airwaves.
And Jim Wimmer's doing the camera for our YouTube feed, brought to you this period by S&S Meats. And he also just showed me that the NFL has moved the Monday night playoff game to Arizona.
It is in Glendale. You kind of figured that had to happen.
Wow.
Well, feistiness right off the bat here.
Yeah, that's Garski and Haraldson. Thought this was the NHL. You'd have a drop the gloves moment before the puck was even dropped.
Exactly.
So here we go as Thunderhawks will get it out to center ice. Garski goes far side for Duell. Duell comes in, puts it out in front. Puck bounces back to the point to Carpenter. Goes over to Roloff. Roloff, top of the circle. Moves in, finds some room. Goes around behind the net on the backhand. Roloff now on the near side. He'll try to cycle it down low. Unfortunately, a no-look pass that was shot down the ice. And Roloff back to get it.
Oh, we're seeing that a little bit of physicality right off the bat here.
Well, that's what Superior's going to need to do as Duell fights it across the line. Rest of the line has changed as now Duell needs to get to the box and finish the line change as the puck shot in. And offside, I believe, or did it hit the players?
I think it hit a player on the bench.
So we'll have a face-off just outside the Superior blue line, just underway. 54 seconds in and no score. Taking the draw will be Pelechek going up against Tyler Olson. And Olson, a defenseman, playing as the shot hits a stick and goes into the netting. We'll redo it at neutral ice as the shot came from outside the blue line. But heard that Tyler Olson, normally a defenseman, playing center here tonight.
Well, a big move for him.
And it will actually be in the zone as puck left the zone from inside the blue line. As a shot going for the tip was Pelechek, missed his stick. Ryla tries to fight for it in the corner along with Hubbard. Comes back to the point and will go out to center ice. Colton Stupar stops it there. Coming in is Pelechek. Pelechek continues in. He'll play it down low. Hubbard back to get it. Hubbard moves it to the near side. Ravela. Forecheck there by Will Miskovich. Thunderhawks able to control it and throw it back in the zone. 6-1 was the JV score, by the way. As that game went late because there was an injury that delayed the game significantly in the third period. To the point, puck comes out to center ice where Clayton plays it back to Stupar on defense. Brings it in and tips it in deep. Hubbard back to get it. He takes a big hit from Dylan Clayton, and Hubbard is down.
Boy, that was
a clean hit.
Very clean hit.
Clean. Yeah, shoulder right in, and Hubbard is down, and he hasn't moved yet.
Boy, that was a big-time hit thrown by Clayton.
And from the side, there was no part of that was from behind.
Nope.
But I think the head did go into the boards a little bit from the side as the trainer coming out right away.
And he's starting to move now, which is a good sign. All extremities moving.
That is a good sign because he was on the ice for about 30 seconds there, and you didn't see twitch, and you don't. I mean, Dylan Clayton is a feisty player, but he's not someone who you think of as one of the big hitters on this team.
No, but he certainly threw the weight around there, and as you said, that was a
textbook hit. It
was very clean. Nothing wrong with the hit. It was hard, and it's a violent game.
And so the trainer out from Grand Itasca. Always nice that you have very good medical attention.
Yeah, Doc
ready to go here.
Doc Friesen out there right now.
And that's the case at all Grand Rapids venues. And Kevin's going to earn his money today, Dr. Friesen is. Because he had the injury that he had to take care of in the JV game in the third period. And now this one.
Now this is unfortunate. But as we said, he is moving all extremities. I'm sure he got his bell rung pretty hard there.
And I believe it is Sam Hubbard, number 2.
Junior defenseman.
Yep, it went down. Not a super big guy, 5'10", 150. And Dylan Clayton's not that big either.
No. Hey, he just got possession. He got body position and went in hard. And
So
they
the
collided.
coach is now coming out to talk to him as well, as you just never like to see
No.
an injury, and again, those watching on YouTube can rewind and watch the hit, and we obviously don't have the benefit of that replay, but to our eyes in real time, that was a clean hit, and no penalty was called.
No, certainly not. And for Superior, it's a shame here, as they were coming in a little bit short-handed. Now they look to be down another guy.
Yeah, you would highly doubt that Sam Hubbard will be back in this game after getting hit like that and being down this long. They're going to take a little longer to check out and make sure on any concussion protocol and all of that.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like he's starting to move, and they've got him sitting upright now.
And as the coach throws the glove back towards the players' bench, he's not real happy with life right now.
No, and I don't know that he agrees with us, but certainly
Right.
the referees agree with us, as no call was made there, and it certainly looked like a clean hit in real time.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that there was no head contact, there was no elbow up, and there was no hitting from behind. All of those things were completely clean. The only possible thing is you just, basically the same as in football where you say unnecessary roughness, you just call it a boarding call because he took him into the boards too hard.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like that. There was no charging involved.
Nope.
The puck was there.
I agree with you, but if you're going to call something, that's about all you can call.
The puck was there. It was from the side. It wasn't from behind. He got his head and shoulders in front.
Yep.
And that's what you got to do. And it was just
made contact with the shoulder and the chest.
It was a good hard hit.
He didn't make any head. The head contact was head into the boards after the hit.
Well, now they've got him up, and he's a little woozy there. So certainly had his bell rung, but nice to see him on his feet.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is indeed Sam Hubbard, as he will be escorted off the ice by his teammates. And we'll have the face-off in the Superior zone.
We're getting some support, some people texting in.
That watched the YouTube replay.
Thank you, John Toivonen, for that. He said it was absolutely clean.
Okay. Thank you. See, our watchers on YouTube can watch the replay and we can't. So
we appreciate John Toivonen.
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. And someone who's watched a lot of hockey in his day.
Absolutely. I'm sure I will see him tomorrow night and Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Laura is a senior on this year's GRG team. And here we go. Face-off will be, we played 1 minute and 2 seconds so far.
Right.
2:02, I guess, is what we played. As the face-off will be to the right of Pettengill. Thunderhawks will send Carlson out against Severin. As they dig for it, puck goes into the corner as Hellenius gets it out to center, and back to get it is Simons. Simons takes the puck behind his own net, moves it up the near side as the puck comes out to center. Carlson gets to it first, gains the zone, backhands it behind the net. After it is Garski. Garski pulls it off the boards, comes back to Simon's shot, tipped just wide by Carlson. At the half wall, Garski tries to walk out of the corner, but it'll come to Haraldson, who gets it down the ice, and we'll have an icing call, an IEDC icing. Shine a light on economic development in our community. Call Itasca Economic Development Corporation today.
I was going to say, I would have liked to see Grand Rapids come out really fast-paced here. Hard to get in the flow when you have an injury like that. Chew up a lot of time there. So you're sitting around now. You got to kind of restart your game here.
I like what Grand did. Go with quick shifts now. Get everyone's legs back moving. Get the blood flowing again. Has Roloff. Has it come outside the blue line as he stick handles along the blue line. And we'll have an offside on Grand Rapids. Greg Tula, who comes, I think I see him at every home game.
Certainly. Now we're getting some feistiness here once again.
Tyler Olson gets kicked out, as does Dylan Clayton. And you wonder if that feistiness was a little bit directed at Clayton.
It may have been.
Who delivered the hit on Hubbard that sent him out of the game. Nice move by Drennan, comes in, shot saved by Pettengill. Oh, that was a beautiful little toe drag by Drennan.
Yeah.
Got in, just kind of ran out of real estate on the short side.
Got in a little too tight, but nice move there to the net. Strong move by Gus Drennan. Did another quick change here, I believe, for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, both teams making changes. So the Thunderhawks in 1 minute cycled through all three lines.
I don't mind that at all.
Face off to the left, Pettengill. Palachek can't control it as the puck goes into the corner. Back to get it there is Severin. Severin bounces it up the boards, and now Severin picks it up at center. Severin comes in, flips it in deep, goes after it against Simons. Also there is Hunter Hansen. Now the Thunderhawks will pick it up and get it out to center. Roll-off. Weaves through neutral zone. Has it taken off his stick. And back the other way comes Hansen. Hansen's shot turned aside by Miskovich. And the Thunderhawks send Will Miskovich away. Miskovich tips it in deep. Goes after it with Palachek also going there. Miskovich can't control it as it goes to the far side to DeGraff, who gets it out to center. Moved ahead into the Thunderhawk zone. Carpenter puts on the brakes at the half wall, comes up the boards, taps it ahead, stop there. Palachek moves it back to Rabers. Rabers up the boards. Thunderhawks can't get it out as Milroy shoots it in on Miskovich. Centering pass is blocked by Rabers.
Ryder struggled with that one for just a second. He had it and lost control of that rebound, created an opportunity for the Spartans.
Thunderhawks can't gain the zone. Now tapped ahead. Unable to get to it was Salisbury. Has the puck now out to center again. Thunderhawks stop that in neutral ice. Knocked down is Ari Lampa. So all four lines going right away. This is Joey Miskovich, Caleb Gunderson, and Ari Lampa. In the corner it goes to Milroy. Milroy banks it behind the net to Reamer. Reamer out to center ice. And here comes Ravela. Ravela takes a hit. Trying to jump in was Garski. It's taken off his stick. Now Stupar gains the line, but it's tapped off the stick of Garski and out to center. Giving chase there is Ravela. Has the puck into the Grand Rapids zone. Shots on goal, 2-1 Grand Rapids. No score, 11:33 to go first period. Stupar behind the net to Salisbury. Salisbury comes back to Stupar on the near side. Moves it up to Garski. Backhands it to the line. Doesn't get it out. Now he'll try again. This time it gets out. Carlson can't control it. And the Thunderhawks just look a little out of sync right now.
You know, like I said, they started off, they looked pretty sharp, and now that little bit of a delay. You know, that was a good 3-4 minute delay there where you just kind of get taken out of your game right there, and now they just got to find a way to get it back. It's almost like that puck dropping for the first time to start the game.
We do have an IEDC icing call as a face-off will come all the way back in the Superior zone. Dylan Clayton taking the draw now against Cameron Laporte. And Superior wins that draw. Hellenius behind the net, brings it to the point, but not out. Carpenter keeps it in, throws it in deep. Drennan goes after it. Now here's Ryan Bymark. Bymark puts on the brakes. And I would say Superior's played a little more physical since that injury.
I think you're right.
Now a shot that's tipped high off the stick of Roloff. Puck comes to the point, and Roloff stops it there at the blue line. He works across, takes a shot that's tipped over the net. Clayton, Clayton is a man on a mission. He takes Hellenius into the boards there.
And just prior to that, he threw another big hit along the end boards.
Now here's Roloff. Roloff moves it to Drennan, who backhands it in and goes to the bench. Right around the board, but kept in by Ryla. Will Miskovich goes after it, going in against Ryland Davis. Thunderhawks Will Miskovich behind the net. He's taken into the boards. Thunderhawks carry on. Riley's shot right on. And the rebound, Will Miskovich can't find it, and the puck shot down the ice. It'll be another icing on Superior. That's a great chance by this second line.
Boy, Andre Riley, he's so crafty with that puck, and he kind of goes unnoticed at times, but he certainly slithers through that defense, and he just right there coming out of from behind the net and got a quick shot off and a great scoring opportunity.
Pawlicek taking the draw against Severin as Grant leaves his second line out against the Superior 1 line. That's one back to the point. Shot hits a stick and will find the netting behind Pettengill. Will redo the face-off to his right. Shots on goal now 3-1 Grand Rapids, but no score. 9:49 to go first period.
And not really out of those three, maybe that one quality scoring opportunity. Well, Drennan as well, so maybe two, but not a lot of offense here from either team.
Face-off actually moves over to the left side. Severin against Garski this time. As the Thunderhawks put their number 1 line out, Duell takes his man into the boards as Dylan Johnson. Puck comes back to the point. Long shot tipped in front and goes wide. Drennan in front of the net that time. Now Carlson plays it back to the point. Salisbury's shot turns aside by the pad of Pettengill. Now out to center ice comes Hansen. Hansen plays it off the boards, goes after it deep in the Grand Rapids zone. Stupar goes after it behind the net. And Salisbury will pick it up. Saucer it out to center ice. Trying to stop it there was Reamer, but the Thunderhawks able to get it in, but get it in offside. And we'll do the face-off outside the Superior blue line. 9:10 to go, still no score.
Now Duell just about a foot offside there.
And this will bring the Grand Rapids number 2 line back out with Pawlicek, Ryla, and Will Miskovich. Tyler Olson taking the draw for Superior and wins it. Superior's done well on face-off so far.
It'll be interesting to see that stat here at the end of the period.
Marv always keeps those for us. Puck shot in behind the Superior net. Will Miskovich digs it out at the half wall. Tries to play it back to the point, but it's intercepted by Ravelo, who gets it out to center, shoots it in behind Miskovich. Going after it there is the Grand Rapids defense. Owen Simons chases it into the corner. Simons bangs it off the boards, down the ice, and it will not go far enough for icing. Wow.
I think they were going to wave that off anyways. I believe a Superior player got a piece of that on the way by.
That died. That was like draw weight to the button in curling. Now Davis moves it to the far side, but it's intercepted by Pawlicek. Pawlicek works at it at the half wall, comes back to the point. Simons keeps it in. Now Ryla fights for it. Ryla, along with 2 defenders for Superior. Ryla gets it deep behind the net. Pawlicek tries to carry on, comes back to the point to Roloff. Roloff has it go off his stick, but Simons bails him out and keeps it in deep. Now Ryla plays it back to Roloff, and that one way high and into the rafters.
Well, ricocheted up there. But there's Ryla once again, just creating opportunities for his teammates.
I think he's won every puck battle he's been involved in so far tonight. Face-off will be to the right of Ryan Pettengill. Caleb Gunderson wins that draw. Comes back to the point to Carpenter. And that hits a stick and goes wide all the way back into the Grand Rapids zone. Carpenter slaps it around the near side, and the Thunderhawks shot hits Miskovich, comes back out kind of at an awkward angle, but no one there for Superior. Now back to the point to Helenius. Helenius' shot goes just wide. Now
and
the
I think
Thunderhawks.
Miskovich thought he would get a glove on that and went right by him. Fortunate it was wide.
Now Joey Miskovich taps it in. He's at the end of his shift, finally ends up on his belly after the puck. Still trying to apply the forecheck.
Looked like that poison dart got him in the circle.
Comes back to the point now to Stupar. Stupar tries to work his way in on the backhand. Now back to the point. Drennan's shot goes wide. Drennan was covering back there for Stupar. Now the puck comes to Hansen, who gets it out, and down the ice, no icing.
Well, I like the jump in Drennan's game right now.
He's had a good start to this game. Drennan comes in again on the backhand, has the puck poked off his stick. Puck comes out to center ice as Salisbury slaps it back in deep. Puck comes to the half wall. Who's there? The aforementioned Gus Drennan goes in hard. Grand Rapids trying to find it behind the net as Bymark after it. Comes to the half wall, shot down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on Superior. And Itasca Economic Development Corporation icing, 6:04 to go, no score.
I think what you can see right now, 6:04 left here in a scoreless first, is Grand Rapids starting to wear down Superior already. The physicality, they wanted to come out and bang with Rapids. Grand Rapids has responded, but it's just the freewheeling skating here of the Thunderhawks right now start to tire out these legs.
Garski shot right on Pettengill to save, and he'll hold for the faceoff. So yes, and a shorthanded Superior team with some illness, and also the Thunderhawks have been rolling 4 lines against maybe 2.5.
Yeah, that's what I'd say, probably 2.5 at best.
This one won by Superior, comes out to neutral ice and backhanded back in by Simons. After it there is Hansen, puts it to the far side. Thunderhawks looking for the turnover. Duell goes after it. Duell fights for it. He'll get it back to the point to roll off. Top of the circle, overskates it, and out to center ice comes Ravela, who shoots it into the Grand Rapids zone.
Very nearly a 3-on-1 opportunity for the Spartans.
Roloff moves it ahead now to Carlson. Carlson on the backhand. Goes to the corner, sees what he can find out front. Comes back to Carlson at the half wall. Now down low for Duell. Duell leaves it for Carlson to the point. Goes right through Ravers and out to neutral ice. Ravers comes back into Carlson. Carlson on the backhand out front. Oh, Duell looking for the rebound. Or that was Garski looking for the rebound and had it just poked off his stick and down the ice. Thunderhawks back in their own zone as Ravers moves it ahead. Here comes Palachek. Palachek far side. Ryla in front. Rebound cleared back to the point. Top of the circle, Salisbury has that blocked at the defense. Salisbury goes in low. Palachek able to outmuscle player for it. Salisbury picks it back up at the line. Shot blocker saved by Pettengill. Back to the point to Salisbury. Another shot changes directions, goes wide. Behind the net, Palachek was right there. But it's finally dug out by Hellenius, who shoots it down the ice just to relieve the pressure. And we have another icing call. Thunderhawks starting to take over this game.
You can see the flow here starting to really change in favor of Grand Rapids. The skating, they're just a better skating team. They're faster, and they're certainly
more
stronger.
Physical. Yep. So Gunderson taking the draw against Severin, and Grant Clafton, he doesn't care who's out against this number 1 line.
No.
As a shot from Salisbury hits a stick and goes into the netting. We'll redo the face-off in the Superior zone.
Well, that is one thing, though, that Superior is doing. They're getting sticks in lanes right now, breaking up shots.
Face-off, slapped toward the net by Clayton, but it goes wide. Gunderson can't find it behind the net, and out to center ice. Hansen. Now Severin chases it deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Comes back to the point to Johnson. Out front. Puck loose. Thunderhawks pick it up. Now here comes Clayton. Clayton moves along the boards. Able to find a shot right on. Nice save by Pettengill. And he holds on to it with Gus Drennan right in the middle of things again.
I like it. And Clayton's just showing a lot of hops here today, too.
Yeah, and between Drennan and Clayton, this line has had a great time.
That's right. I will thank some sponsors. Got to remind me, I get to be a fan. Ray Sport Marine, Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, Mr. Furnace, Grand Rapids State Bank, and Atchison Tire.
They will redo the face-off with 3:26 to go. Still no score here from Yanmar Arena.
That's a bit
Face-off.
surprising,
Yes.
I think.
As we have a whistle.
Got a penalty
and
here.
Someone's going.
And that looks to be,
Seth Carlson? Are they tossing two?
they're going to go coincidentals here, I believe.
Tyler Olson is also going.
We'll stay at 5-on-5. I'll catch up on my sponsors now.
There you go.
Thank you, Northern Star Co-op, Vendors, S&S Meats, M&H Convenience Store, and Super One Foods.
Face off in the Superior zone. Back to Roloff. Roloff keeps it in a couple times. Now it's picked up and brought out by Reamer. Reamer moves it down the ice. Miskovich taps it to Roloff. And now the Thunderhawks. Garski, nice pass to Duell. Duell comes in 1-on-2. He'll wait for help. Drop pass comes back to Simons. Simons able to keep it in. Duell tries to muscle down the wall. He's taken off the puck. Now a long shot right on, turned away with Garski looking for the rebound. Here's Garski again, top of the circle. That hits traffic in front.
You got Clayton up on that line.
That's because Carlson's in the box.
Oh, gotcha.
Now here's Duell. Duell tries to muscle his way out front, and he is treated rudely, and the puck taken off his stick. Now, trying to come in was Palachek. That doesn't connect, and finally out to center ice, and shot in on Miskovich. Thunderhawks go for the long pass, and it gets past Palachek, and we'll have an icing call on the Thunderhawks. Face-off goes back into the Grand Rapids zone. To the left of Ryder Miskovich. Shots 9-1 Grand Rapids, but no score. Laporte for Superior against Palachek. Palachek wins that draw, back to Carpenter. Carpenter behind his own net, goes out to center. It's touched by Hellenius, so no icing. Thunderhawks go after it.
There's a big collision. That's going to be a penalty.
As that was Laporte taking Will Miskovich into the boards. Could have almost had another one there on Ryland Davis taking Will Miskovich down.
All right, now Superior's kind of playing a little bit on the edge between being physical and a little bit on the other side.
A little bit chippy, yep. But Grand Rapids will get their first power play. They have a 26.5% power play, 73% penalty kill, so that's almost symmetrical. Grooms Property Service power play. Grooms Property Service specializing in lawn care, landscaping, lot clearing, and shoreline tree removal.
That top unit out here for Grand Rapids.
Thunderhawks win the draw. Roloff comes to Ryla. Ryla to Garski. Shot just wide.
Boy, that was a nice setup. Some crisp passing right there. Quality opportunity.
Now here's Duell. Garski back to Duell. Dot of the circle. Down low. Trying to get it out front was Will Miskovich. He's out there again because Carlson's still in the box. Now Ryla, one-timer. That's blocked at the defense. Will Miskovich now tries to take it down low. Thunderhawks double team on the forecheck, and we'll get it to Roloff. Roloff. Nice play to stop it to Duell. Duell to Garski, who lifts it just wide. And now Severin finally comes away with it and lifts it down the ice, over the glass, and out of play.
So in the final minute here, some nice puck movement here by Grand Rapids on the power play. A just miss opportunity had Ryla going to the net on the back door. And then he had the one-time opportunity blocked and a couple of in-tight opportunities from the high slot there.
So the coincidentals, Tyler Olson cross-checking, Seth Carlson roughing. Palachek and Salisbury out now as we get the number 2 power play unit out for the Thunderhawks. Comes to Gunderson. Gunderson, his pass tipped, and Thunderhawks still at neutral ice as Drennan gets it. Drennan gains the red line, takes a hit. He'll get it into the zone. Drennan stops it at the half wall. Nicely done with the skate there. Goes to Palachek at the far side. Palachek to Dylan Clayton. Clayton, one-timer to Palachek. Nice save by Pettengill. Gunderson cycles it back to Salisbury. Now Palachek, his shot. I don't think Pettengill had a good look at it, but it went high and wide. 13 seconds left. They'll try it again. Palachek to Clayton. Out front. Shot. Rebound. And Pettengill has it covered.
Nice some pushing and shoving here in front.
So 5.9 seconds left in the Grand Rapids power play.
And Pettengill.
Or 20 in the power play, 5.9 in the period.
Pettengill for Superiors lived up to the billing.
He's looked good. He really has.
Thunderhawks an 11-1 shot advantage right now.
But still no score.
I don't think
By the way, the JV game was scoreless after one as well.
It was. But I don't think whoever you told to turn the heat on listened to you very well.
No, and I saw Dale Anderson right behind us a bit ago. He's going to wave at him and point.
As it's gotten a little brisk in here at Yanmar.
It has. Tyler Olson taking the draw against Dylan Clayton. So the coincidentals are over as Severin steps on the puck. 1 second left. Puck cleared out to center down the ice. And that will do it for period number one. Thunderhawks dominating shots on net. Ryan Pettengill plays a good period. And we're tied, no score, after a period of play on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. It's just a solid hit. 3 minutes. Thank you. Was that Toivonen who sent it to you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think he was out cold.
Yeah, I think he was too. I think it's been a long time since I've seen anyone actually out.
Yeah. Nobody updating down there?
As far as,
Hub?
yeah,
I just had to refresh maybe.
I've got the penalties
Oh
up.
yeah, I just had to refresh.
Okay. He doesn't have shots up yet.
Well, it's pretty. I'm sure that's correct on the board up there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing the clock too, so
Right.
he sometimes gets a little behind. Did we have any other dropouts, Super Joe, after we had the major one in the pregame? Okay. I'm going to blame it on that port. I'm going to put tape over that port. No one will use it again. It is cold in here.
It is.
It is darn cold in here. That port is dead to us. Welcome back to cold Yanmar Arena. I hope they turn the heat on for you tomorrow night. It's supposed to be colder tomorrow night.
I think so. After this is a kind of a walk in the park here after what I went through last week, and called a couple of games in relief of my former partner up in Roseau, and it was about 35, 40 below, but they did have the heat on for me up there.
Yeah, that's what you said. And Roseau Memorial Arena is not the warmest of barns.
No, I actually had to take a jacket off. I mean, they had the heat cranking for the first time in my memory.
But right here they don't. And Grand Rapids looking to light up the score sheet. They had pressure, and they got better as the period went along, but unable to light the lamp. Pettingill played well.
He certainly did. And I think, as we said, there was an injury just a couple of minutes into this hockey game, and it was a lengthy timeout. And as you get started, Grand Rapids looked like they were moving their feet real well, and then you have the injury, and then you got to sit around and wait. And it's kind of like restarting the game, and Grand Rapids wasn't as sharp right after that, but then they picked it up towards the end.
And yeah, exactly. As Grand Rapids dominated after, halfway through the period, Grand Rapids was dominating this game and just couldn't put it behind Pettingill. That'll come.
I think it will, and it's going to be kind of one of those deals, I think, for Grand Rapids. Once you get one, it kind of opens the floodgates. Ryan Pettingill was talked about highly. This is just his second varsity start, and their head coach very high on him, and he has lived up to the billing. Like we said, he's made some fantastic saves here in that first period, and he really has kept Superior in a 0-0 game.
Shots are 11-1, but no score after one. We'll take another break, come back and run down what stats we do have for period one on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. So how long of a break did we end up with on that dropout? Do you know? Was it extra long, or was it just pretty normal? Okay, so yeah, we'll do 3 here, and then that should be good for this between period stuff. Back once again at Yanmar Arena between periods 1 and 2. No score. Grand Rapids and the Superior Spartans. And you have no goals to bring us.
Not a lot.
Jason.
Not a lot here for stats.
Got a little bit.
We've got, shots on goal. We can start there. 11 shots for the Thunderhawks in this one here in the first period. 1 shot for Superior. Ryder Miskovich with the 1 save. And Ryan Pettengill with 11. We did have a couple of penalties. We had some offsetting minors there. Superior Spartans, Tyler Olson went off for cross-checking, and Seth Carlson for roughing, both at the 13:39 mark. And then Grand Rapids on the power play here is just a little bit of time left. 15-14 of that first period. Cameron Laporte went off for cross-checking, so the Thunderhawks just a little bit of time left as we start this second period with a man advantage. And that's pretty much it. I could tell you a Wild score if you like.
Okay, I'll take a Wild score.
The Wild are trailing after 1 period to Colorado Avalanche 2-1.
Okay.
And you can let everybody know that the Minnesota Vikings probably got a good gift there.
Yes, the Vikings will be playing in Arizona against the LA Rams on Monday night. That announced this evening by the NFL. A few more stats from Marv. Shot attempts 24-4. So a lot of shots wide. Blocks 2 for Rapids, 7 for Superior. I'll tell you, 2 blocks on 4 shot attempts. That's pretty darn good, actually. Hits 9 Rapids, 6 for Superior. Face-off wins, 14 wins, 7 losses for 67%. My eyes didn't tell me it was that good.
I thought it was a little higher for Grand Rapids in that one.
Okay.
But no, because they started to pick it up towards the end.
They did, but I thought the first 5 minutes they struggled a bit, or first 10 minutes even, struggled a bit. Scoring chances 2 for Rapids, 0 for Superior. I can live with that.
I'll buy that.
And that's all the stats that we have for period number 1. And the stat that matters the most is on the scoreboard at 0-0. No score for either team.
I think Grand Rapids about to break through here as they'll, as we said, begin on the power play. Fresh sheet of ice, not a lot of time. I didn't get the exact number. They keep running the penalty time off. I think what they're trying to do is catch up right now. I think it'll be just under a minute to go.
Actually, it's less than that. It's like 15 seconds.
Okay, gotcha.
Left to go in the penalty, I believe. So we'll see that when they get everything set up for the.
I would imagine there was probably a little stern talking to by the coaching staff from the Thunderhawks.
Thankfully for the Thunderhawks players, they picked it up towards the end of the period, so the paint maybe didn't peel quite as much in the dressing room.
No. They did have some great opportunities. They were moving the puck well, especially on this power play opportunity. They've had some real crisp passes. I like the play. There's been a few guys that have really stood out in this hockey game. Certainly Dylan Clayton, he came out on fire here, as did Gus Drennan. And I really like what Andrew Ryla has been doing as well.
And Jamison Duell continuing his good play from last game against Wayzata.
Yep, and he's just a battler. JMO is a physical player, but he's skilled as well.
You know, 3-sport athlete, and he told me he loves it.
Yep.
Loves all 3. He's not going to. Said, you know, you get tired of it at all because you know you're going to play summer baseball. Yep. You're going to. You know, you play baseball, you play football, you go to a football camp, you play hockey, and, you know, it's like, are you going to get tired of this? No, I love it.
I like that for athletes. You know, you get some diverse kids out there, and it keeps them out of trouble as well.
So 14, I was close.
You were
14
close.
seconds left in the power play. I'll just say I love that when the player loves it. I don't love it when the parents love it.
Right.
Thunderhawks win the draw. J-Mo heads in, but it's poked off his stick, shot down the ice, and that'll just about do it for this Grand Rapids power play. The Grooms Property Service power play, as Laporte will come out of the box, and we are back at 5-on-5. Long cross ice pass to Garski. Drop pass to Roloff. Partially fans on it. Goes right to Duell, who shoots it wide. Wow.
Well, he had a good look there. Open net.
Yes, he did. I think he knew Roloff wasn't trying to pass to him. He was surprised. Now here's Duell. Duell stopped behind the net. Tries to power it down low. Garski comes away with it. Garski tries to put it in front. That's intercepted, but taken back away by Garski. That shot doesn't get through as it's blocked on the defense. And Severin shoots it out to neutral ice. Back into the Superior zone. Severin back to get it. Out to center ice, and here comes Hansen. Hansen shoots it in, and Miskovich leaves it there for Roloff. No score, just underway in the second period. Bymark tries to backhand it deep, doesn't get it deep enough, and is shot back down the ice, and that'll be an Itasca Economic Development Corporation icing call. Looking for a place to take your idea to reality? Learn more about The Forge today from Itasca Economic Development Corporation.
You can see Superior still trying to be physical, and they're playing right on that edge. There was a hit attempt. Had they made contact in that hit attempt, it would have been a penalty for sure. It was well past the puck moving out of there.
Stupar keeps it in at the point, moves it in behind the net. Clayton fights for it there along with Olsen. Back to the point. Long shot, hits traffic in front, goes wide. Clayton gets it behind the net. Clayton puts on the brakes, looking for a little room. He'll backhand it to the near side on the half wall. That's intercepted by Drennan. Drennan's shot, gloved by Pettengill, and he'll hold it for a face-off.
Good pressure here once again by the Thunderhawks. This is what they did to begin the game, and it was about this time in that period where play was stopped for several minutes. Kind of took them off their game. Looked like they're coming out of the locker room fired up here.
Be the Palachek line with Simons and Roloff on defense. Thunderhawks have been rolling all 6 defensemen as well here tonight, as well as rolling all 4 lines. Thunderhawks win the draw. Back to Simons. That shot hits Severin and goes wide. Miskovich tries to play it down low. Puck instead squirts out front into the corner for Haraldson. Shoots it out to center. Roloff is back there for it. Roloff finds Ryla. Ryla fans on the pass attempt. And it's in the Grand Rapids zone. Severin tries to get it, comes back to the point. Shot goes wide of the net. And now Will Miskovich out to center ice. Miskovich taps it in deep, goes after it against Severin. Just watching. Okay, I almost thought, as we have another IEDC icing, almost looked like Severin was playing defense. He was back checking so deep all the time.
Right.
I don't think he was.
No.
Face-off will come into the Superior zone to the right of Ryan Pettengill. Carlson taking the draw against Tyler Olsen. And they're going to kick them both out. So now it'll be Duell coming in. As both teams fight for it. Duell gets it to Carlson. That, I think, just grazed the outside of the post. Now picked up by Milroy. Milroy goes to the far side. Long shot comes in. Ryder Miskovich leaves it there for Roloff. Thunderhawks get it out to center. Carlson almost had it on his stick, couldn't quite pick it up. Now here's Ravila. Ravila shoots it in deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Simons to Roloff. Roloff moves it to Garski. Garski, nice pass ahead to Duell. Puck slides right on net, so no icing. As the Spartans try to get it out to center, Carlson ambushes that clearing pass. Thunderhawks slide it down low, get it to Carlson. Carlson out front, backhand! They score! Kind of a delayed reaction. I think Pettengill got a piece of it, but didn't quite stop it. And the puck rolls in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, it just trickled in. He got it. Carlson found himself in all alone. He made a nice move there, getting in tight. He looked like he went between the legs there, so a 5-hole goal. He did get a piece of it, but Grand Rapids finally breaks the ice here.
So Seth Carlson gets the goal. 13:26 to go first period, and the Thunderhawks break on top 1-0. Second goal of the season for the senior. Actually, just a junior. Now here comes Dylan Clayton. Clayton has the puck popped off his stick. Big hit there by Drennan as Severin comes in now on the Thunderhawks. Severin stops, gets it out front. Nice pad save by Ryder Miskovich. Drennan able to keep it going through neutral ice. Now Carpenter to Rabers, had it in his skates, tried to kick it ahead, and it's back into the Grand Rapids zone. Carpenter loses that one. Puck shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. Now Rabers will take a crack at it and get it out to center ice. Hellenius back to get it. Thunderhawks have to regroup in their own zone. Ryla takes stick handles through center ice, gets into the zone. Puck finally taken off his stick as Ravila can't get it out. Oh, he does get it just outside the zone. Miskovich thought he had held it in. Referee, linesman did not agree.
Luka Roloff picking up the lone assist on Carlson's goal.
As the faceoff comes just outside the Superior blue line after the offside. Palachek on the draw. He wins that one cleanly. Back to Stupar. Stupar to Salisbury. Tries to go through neutral ice. That's intercepted. Shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. To the point, not out. You know, if you expected Superior to fold their tent after that goal, they've actually stepped up their play a little bit.
Yeah, they've come back.
Rylan Davis fires it around to the point. Stupar again does not keep it in, and the faceoff will come outside the Superior blue line again. 1-0 Grand Rapids, 11:45 left in the second.
I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors: L&M's Fleet Supply, Itasca Reliable, CarQuest, Northland Portables, and Paul Bunyan Communications.
Rapid Roof Trust bringing you the YouTube stream this period. As Carlson has the Grand Rapids goal, gets into the zone, stick handles into the corner, gets it to Garski. Garski, side of the net, they poke away at it, and the puck now shot out to center ice. Roloff has to retreat for it.
Duell right in there with him, banging away at the side.
Roloff to Duell. Duell picks it up off the boards, chases it in deep. Now Roloff shot off the post. Centered the post, one-timer. That one doesn't get through. That had to hurt somebody because he got all of that one-timer. But Luka Roloff doing everything but scoring as he went off the inside of the post.
That was with authority.
Now a backhand stopped by Pettengill. Garski goes behind the net, a one-timer right on Pettengill. That from Roloff again, and Roloff holds, or Pettengill holds for the face-off off the Roloff shot.
Well, Grand Rapids really starting to pick up the pace here on this Superior team. They look like they're starting to wear down a little bit.
Face-off will be in the Superior zone. Thunderhawks change their front line, leave the same defenseman out there. Gunderson wins the draw. Simons has it caught in his skates, and it ends up out to center ice. Simons picks it up again. His pass. Intercepted, now Roloff. Roloff gets it to Lampa. Lampa can't control it. Roloff again in his own zone. Roloff puts on the brakes, tries to go the other way, has the puck poked off his stick, and has to recover. Spin around shot, and Ryder Miskovich has to glove that.
Now a little bit of a sloppy shift there for Grand Rapids, turning the puck over, not getting it up ice.
And the faceoff will come back in the Grand Rapids zone. You could just see Roloff gave the puck to Simons, nothing happened. Gave the puck to Ari Lampa, nothing happened. So Roloff said, I'll do it myself, and then got double teamed and nothing happened.
Right. Just the second shot on goal for Superior in this game so far.
And that was close to going over the net. That's generous to give him a shot on goal there. As Dylan Clayton gets it out to center ice, moves it in deep in the Superior zone. Clayton goes after it. Boy, Bymark a little slow to get up after a hit on the boards.
That could have been a call. That looked very close to being hit from behind.
As the puck comes out to neutral ice, shot back in, and they're going to call an icing call on Rabers.
Well,
that was close.
That's a mental error right there, though. You can see he was clearly on this side of the red line. Just take that one more step.
So the faceoff will come back in the Grand Rapids zone on another IEDC icing call.
I think you might hear about that. If his head coach, former defenseman, you might let him know, take that one step and you don't get that whistle.
Palachek against Laporte on the faceoff. Thunderhawks win that draw. Palachek up to Ryla. Ryla off the glass and giving chase is Miskovich. Miskovich comes in, tries to get it out in front, comes to Stupar. Stupar's shot sneaks through and a nice save by Pettengill.
Boy, that rebound just bounced over the top of a wide open Luke Palachek as well.
Now the puck thrown in behind the net. Back to the point to Stupar. Stupar takes the shot right on, and that hits Pettengill and goes wide.
A little redirect there in front. I think it caught Pettengill in the mask.
Sounded like it. Now to the point to Salisbury. Salisbury to Stupar. Stupar, his shot tipped in front. Thunderhawks trying to center it. Puck behind the Superior net. And it's thrown around the boards. Kept in again by Stupar. Stupar's had a whale of a shift. Shot goes wide.
Oh, Grand Rapids trying to create a lot of traffic in front.
As the shot goes wide from Stupar. Miskovich back to get it. This second line has had the whole five out there have had a whale of a shift. Top of the circle, shot. Pettengill finally makes the save and holds for the faceoff. Stupar with what? 3 times that was above average keeping the puck in.
I'm not sure anybody on Superior touched the puck on that shift except for the goaltender.
You could be right. You could easily be right there. Thunderhawks will send out the number 1 line. Leading in shots 15-2, but just leading 1-0 on the scoreboard. 8:15 to go second period. Carlson wins the draw. Garski to Simons. Puck scramble in front. Oh, somehow cleared out. Simons takes a look. That shot right on. And Pettengill makes the save.
Well, they're trying to rough up Grand Rapids right in front of that net, holding their ground. Somehow they pried that free and got another opportunity.
Boy, that puck late snuck out. It was just right at the side of a yawning open net, and Superior able to clear it back to the blue line. Thunderhawks ended up with another good chance. This time the faceoff won by Superior. Puck played to the point. Simons keeps it in momentarily. Now it's out to center ice as Milroy shoots it in. Roloff back to get it. He'll tap it back to the open wing. Garski moves it ahead to Jamo. But Dylan Johnson able to corral it, get it back out to center. Carlson plays it back to Roloff. Roloff. That play doesn't work. Long shot flipped in on Miskovich. He'll glove it and leave it there for Roloff. Roloff goes, gains the red line and shoots it in deep.
We're going to get a delayed call here on Superior. It's going to be a slash.
And that will go against Tyler Olson. So the Thunderhawks get their second power play of the evening.
He took a healthy whack on Luka Roloff there.
And another Grooms Property Service power play. They do dock install and removal, barge services, boat and year-round storage.
Grand Rapids 0 for 1 on the power play here, getting a second opportunity.
Face off to the right of Pettengill. Thunderhawks win the draw cleanly. Comes to Roloff. To J-Mo. Backside shot. Right on. Ryla couldn't get all of it. He had it in front of him a little bit. Now here's Duell. Back to Roloff. Able to keep it in. Roloff. Backhands it to Duell. Down low. Carlson spins and shoots it wide. Back to Roloff. One-timer. Did he iron again?
It might have got a piece of the outside of the post.
Just on the outside. Didn't center it like he did last time. Roloff again. Shot saved by Pettengill. Ryla comes to J-Mo on the near side. Now here's Roloff. Works his way in even closer. Tries to roof it and shoots it over the net. Superior can't clear it. Ryla again. Back to Roloff. Roloff shot right on. And the rebound squirts into the boards. 1 minute gone in the power play. Thunderhawks have not lost the puck yet. Now Ryla shot right on.
Big rebound there too.
Comes back to Roloff to Duell. In front, shot goes behind the net. Thunderhawks again, in front, shot right on, Pettengill the save. Now J-Mo the shot, that rebounds wide.
Shooting gallery right now.
Another shot out in front, and finally Superior gets it down the ice. That was players that were absolutely gassed.
That was about a minute 40 of attack time.
Wow.
For
You
Grand
can't
Rapids.
play defense that long without just absolutely losing their legs. Now with 10 seconds left in the power play, puck in the Grand Rapids zone behind the Grand Rapids net, and this should do it. Thunderhawks, everything but scoring on that power play. Palachek now. Puts it in deep. Gunderson fights for it in the corner. Big scrum in the corner as they try to poke the puck out. Grand Rapids will come away with it. Centering pass looking for Will Miskovich, didn't connect. And out to center ice come the Spartans, gain the red line and shoot it in deep.
Boy, this period just flying by right now. Just 4:40 left in the second.
Stupar gets it out to center. Clayton after it but can't find it. As the puck shot down the ice, and we'll have an icing call because Superior no longer on the penalty kill, so you can't do that anymore. Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen a cleaner power play that didn't score.
Boy, that was a lot of puck movement, a lot of shot opportunities.
And in close shots, it wasn't just that they were settling for perimeter shots.
No, they were in tight. From the hash marks in, Grand Rapids getting some opportunities.
Pettengill made some great saves.
I was going to say, good goaltending by Pettengill. He's been tested here. Shots now 18-3.
He is an 11th grader, just his second start.
So you could see why a team like this would be successful in a little bit of a different style of hockey in Wisconsin.
Yes. Thunderhawks win the draw. Comes to Stupar.
He leads the nation in shots tonight.
Stupar does.
Well, it's maybe a close battle between him and Luca.
Yeah, I would say. I've been impressed with Stupar's game, as well as a lot of other Thunderhawks, including Gus Drennan, who's fighting for it behind the net. Bymark tries to fight through a check.
Well, we're going to get a delayed call here against Grand Rapids.
As Superior breaks in, puts it behind the Grand Rapids net, comes to the boards, and the Thunderhawks will touch it, and we will have that penalty call.
Tripping call here for Grand Rapids.
So it will be a Grooms Property Service penalty kill.
That's going to be Joey Miskovich.
As Grooms Property Service offering property management and snow removal. Face-off comes in the Grand Rapids zone to the left of Ryder Miskovich. 3 shots so far.
First power play opportunity for Superior this evening.
But his save percentage is perfect.
Yeah.
Grand Rapids wins the draw. Clearing pass bounces out in front and kept into the zone. Now Roloff will try it again. He's out-muscled for the puck as Superior gets it back to Harrelson. Harrelson turns at the blue line, plays it down low for Ravela. Now Severin Goes far side for Olsen. Olsen, shot right on, rebound, and looking for it was Ravela. Thunderhawks able to stop that. Now here's a chance, shot over the net by Haraldson.
Just prior, that was a nice save by Miskovich.
And the Thunderhawks, this looks like that Wayzata power play where they had like 8 chances to get it out, never could. Now they will as Garski comes in, shot. Pettingill was looking behind him, but he had it stopped on the short side. Played back to the point. Salisbury keeps it in. Salisbury's shot goes wide. And Grand Rapids can't control it. Back into the Grand Rapids zone. Salisbury behind his own net. Salisbury off the boards, down the ice. 35 seconds left in the Superior power play. 1-0 Grand Rapids. 2:25 to go second period. And so far, the better chances have still been Grand Rapids here on the penalty kill.
One real tough shot for Ryder to handle on this power play. Made a nice kick save.
As Superior finally gets it through neutral ice, they'll just shoot it in behind the Grand Rapids net. 8 seconds left on the power play. Now down low for Hansen. Hansen back out top. Oh, going for the tip was Haugen.
Thunderhawks back at full strength.
Boy, they wanted to try that breakaway pass to Miskovich, but he was just headed back to the box. Thunderhawks now pick it up in their own zone. Gunderson off the boards, out to center ice. Long shot in, stopped by Rabers, but picked up now by Laporte. Laporte can't keep it in as Drennan muscles his way through, but loses the puck as he gains the Superior zone.
Boy, like a pinball going through the crowd there.
Now it's picked up by Palachek. 2-on-0 shot. Palachek wide. I don't know if he ever knew he had Ryla right with him.
Ryla coming down that left side, wide open.
1:02, to go in period number 2. 1-0 Grand Rapids. As Palachek shot and he scores! Luke Palachek gets his 3rd of the year, and it's 2-0 Grand Rapids.
Boy, nice goal there by Palachek. He hit the net that time. Had some time.
And had some net to shoot at. Looked like Pettingill didn't get all the way over, trying to depend on his glove, and not enough there.
That's that good puck movement, though, by the Thunderhawks. And spreading that defense out of Superior. They got a wide open Palachek. He made no mistake there. I liked what he did there, too. Head up all the way, picked his corner, and buried it.
Just earlier, he had shot it high on a breakaway, actually a 2-on-0, and shot it high. I don't think he was missing the net on that one.
No.
Now here's another chance for Carlson. Carlson comes in. Oh, what a save by Pettingill. And I think Grand Rapids,
that puck was loose still,
maybe ended up putting the puck in the net, but the referee waved it off, and now we have a little bit of extracurriculars going on.
Well, you play to the whistle, and Grand Rapids certainly did that. Superior taking offense to that.
Haraldson and Nathan Garski tussling a little bit as well.
I think my money's on 19.
I was going to say, I've seen him without his pads on. I don't think you want to mess with him.
A couple of coincidentals here. And it's going to be Jamison Duell. And it'll be Severin for Superior. And an extra one here. That looked like it's going to be on Hunter Hansen.
So with 43 seconds left, Grand Rapids looks like they'll get a power play here.
Two roughing minors here for Superior. Looks like just the one against Grand Rapids.
And yes, 2 minutes indeed goes up on the Superior side on the scoreboard.
So Grand Rapids will get their 3rd power play opportunity.
And the referee over explaining this to head coach Rob Downs, who I'm going to assume is not impressed. Power play brought to you by Grooms Property Service, Northern Minnesota's dealer for Shoremaster Premier Waterfront products and Legend Attachments. Some other games we have on Rapids Radio tonight. Grand Rapids boys basketball leading Rockridge 45-30. And on 96.9 KMFY, Big Four girls basketball leading Cherry 26-20. Both games early second half. Referee and Superior head coach Rob Downs having a significant disagreement as to how this went down.
I think so. I think it's a correct call. I think the initial call was going to go against Superior.
And then they ended up with coincidental roughings after that.
And I would agree with that.
So Grand Rapids will get the power play with 43 seconds left. So 43 seconds this period and a minute 17 next period if they don't score. And here we go. Grand Rapids wins the draw again. If they lost a draw this period.
Jackson Ravers picks up the assist.
On the Palachek goal.
On the Palachek goal, yep.
So here we go. Ryla to Garski, who rattles it high, and that puck gets up high on the boards and goes all the way down the ice.
That about rolled the dasher all the way down.
Yes, it did. Now here comes Roloff. Roloff with speed, gets into the zone. Goes behind the Superior net. Finds Ryla. Ryla. Back to Roloff. Roloff to Carlson. That shot blocked. Carlson spins around, puts it behind the net. And the whistle goes for the end of the period. As the Thunderhawks, they'll have a minute 18 of that power play left for period 3. Score 2 in the period and lead 2-0 after 2. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. Three minutes. And then we'll do whatever we need to do to get 3.5, leave 3.5 at the end of the game. Tell me what else I need after this.
Do we update the score on that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's right now.
Is it right
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we manually did that or.
Perfect. We'll do that. We get to talk a lot then. Ooh, nice.
They actually changed that duel rough to a slash.
Yeah.
The other two were roughing for sure.
Yeah, we can give him time to catch up.
Oh, yeah.
Back at Yanmar Arena as Chuckaput just finishing up, and they do have some of the younger guys out there to some of the minor hockey players out helping pick up pucks. About time they get to work.
Those cheerleaders a little bit of a break.
Yeah, and in tonight there's only 3 cheerleaders out there. That'd be a big job for just 3.
For sure.
So Grand Rapids leading 2-0 after 2 periods, leading 21-4 or 27-4 in shots on goal. And this is a game that could easily be 5-0, 6-0, something like that.
It's been the play of the goaltender, Ryan Pettengill. He's been fantastic here tonight.
He has, in Grand Rapids, maybe not getting some puck luck, hitting a post, some of those things that would run the score up. But for the Thunderhawks, certainly they upped their level of play. They dominated that second period.
They did. They just haven't put the puck away a lot, but again, due to, in part because of the goaltender, a lot of wide shots here by Grand Rapids, but they're getting opportunities, and they are controlling this game. It is a tight one here, as we know. 2-0, anything could happen yet, but Grand Rapids just isn't playing like they're going to let this one slip away.
No, it certainly does not look like that, as Grand Rapids looks to be in command, although it is that dreaded 2-goal lead.
That's my least favorite lead. You and I have talked about that for years.
Yes, we have. We won't redo that argument now. Everyone's tired of it. I guess if we run out of things to talk about, we could.
But that 2-0 Grand Rapids has an opportunity here. 1:18 left on a power play as they enter the third. I always like entering a period with fresh ice on the power play.
Yep, and I think you'll agree with me on this. Not all 2-goal leads are created equal.
Exactly, I do agree
This
with
feels
you.
like a pretty safe 2-goal lead.
Yes, it does. It does. Just 4 shots are now they've updated that to 6.
6, okay.
I don't know what they're doing to me here. I got to change my book again.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Marv went through his book and went, "Oh, look, I forgot one." But
yeah, they're not getting any opportunities. The Spartans, and you
maybe one scoring chance in the game.
Right, and
maybe
and that was in that period. It was a kick save, nice save by Ryder Miskovich. Other than that, the shots have been flip-ins, coming from outside.
Yeah,
not getting a whole lot on them.
While Grand Rapids had numerous grade A scoring chances.
Well, in the prior power play, they had that. It was about 1:40 of attack time, and it was attack.
Yes, it was. And I think Luka Roloff has had a couple shifts that he wants to forget, and I don't think that Coach Clafton has let him forget them, and then he's come out and played really well after those shifts.
He had some great opportunities. He's hit a couple of posts here. One right on, he hit the inside of the post and somehow stayed out.
Yep.
And he's had a lot of opportunities to shoot the puck. As we said, him and Stupar, a lot of shots on goal by those two.
And I'm really close to giving my vote to Stupar as the most improved player on this Thunderhawk team during the year. Starting out the year, he couldn't find ice time. He was like the 6th or 7th defenseman, and now he's playing a regular shift. He's played his way into that top 4.
Oh, and he
looked good.
Yeah, he's certainly earned it. He's playing well defensively, and he's jumping up in the offensive play as well.
So Grand Rapids leading 2-0, well, now they've downgraded it to 5. Will you be able to read your book by the end?
Oh boy.
You're going to have to give Marv a little heck out after this, because you'll tell Marv that he's just trying to do this to you.
Okay, no more changes there, Marv.
Oh, wait. Just kidding. 2-0 Grand Rapids after 2. We'll take 2 and then come back and run down all the stats from period 2. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Shut that.
Okay, I would say the last thing I need right now is that door open.
Right.
Sorry.
Did you like that? The twos were just rolling. Don't stop me. I'm on a roll. Grand Rapids leading 2-0 after 2 periods of play. And run down what you have there, Jason.
Well, a little more to talk about here after 2 periods of play. Grand Rapids did finally get on the scoreboard here. It was Seth Carlson at the 3:24 mark. He picked up an assist from Luka Roloff, and Grand Rapids made it 2-0 late in the period. 16:06 mark. Luke Palachek from Jackson Rabers. Shots on goal in that period. Grand Rapids with 16, so 2-period total of 27. 4 shots for Superior, and they have a great game total of 5. So Ryder Miskovich 5 saves. Ryan Pettengill from Superior 25 saves. And Grand Rapids, as we said, 1:18 left on a power play as we'll begin that 3rd period.
And Grand Rapids right now 0 for 2 on the power play with the 1 still going on, and Superior
0
has
for 1.
yet.
Yep. They're 0 for 1.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are 0 for 1. I was going to say have yet to have a power play, but they did have one on the Seth Carlson roughing call. Shot attempts. You ready for this?
I am.
29-4.
Well, that makes sense. And the 4 shot attempts actually
all
ended
4 of them on net.
They found their way to the net.
Blocks 0 for Rapids, as you might expect, and 4 for Superior. Hits 4 apiece, so hitting down. Remember I asked if they had lost a face-off?
Right.
They did lose 1.
Oh, wow.
They're 16-1 in the period for 94%.
That's crazy.
And scoring chances that period, 10-1.
And
so we were not kidding when
No.
we said it could be 6-7 nothing.
It was a shooting gallery there for a while, especially on that 1 power play. The Thunderhawks did everything but score, and we said it spent a minute 40.
Yes. Yes.
And I'd mentioned I don't think a Superior player touched the puck.
No, but they did a lot of running after it, and they were gassed.
They certainly were. Other than the goaltender, I don't think a player from Superior touched the puck.
That never controlled it for sure. Whether they had a stick on it in the corner for an instant, I'm not sure.
They managed to get that 1 clear.
Finally, yes. And boy, you never saw a burst of energy for 4 hockey players to get to the bench that quick.
You bet. And that little scrum there towards the end of the period, coincidentals on Jamison Duell and a Superior player. I didn't have his name here.
I had it here. Hunter Hansen.
Hunter Hansen. They'll get the extra call there.
And Braden Severin is also off for roughing. So,
yeah, so they 2 Superior players for roughing and Jamison Duell for slashing. And that was about the right call there. With the initial penalty was coming up against Superior, and they continued to battle. And Jamo's not going to back down. And a couple guys going after Garski. I don't think that's a wise decision.
No. Yeah, it's kind of like back in the day going after Bufflin, right? It's not a good idea.
Not so much.
No, just stay away from him. And so both teams back out on the ice. And Ryder Miskovich, who hasn't been tested a lot, but certainly done everything he needed and played very well in a 4-0 shutout against Elk River. And you're not... Carter Casey has been so good. One of the top goalies in the state of Minnesota. Not going to get any goaltending controversy here.
No.
But for Ryder, you have to say, man, most any year I'd be getting at least half the games playing like I'm playing.
Right, and we've seen this in the past with goaltenders come through here.
Yeah,
we've
whether
seen
it's on Shep or
Hunter Shepard. Then it was for a year, a season. It was Holm.
Yes.
And then the next season it was Stejskal. So there's been a run of you have a starter and you stick with them for pretty much.
Yeah. Well, the one year it was Holm and Stejskal pretty much splitting time.
Yeah.
In the 15-16 season, and then Stejskal certainly took that over, and then it was Holm the year after that because Stejskal went on to juniors.
Yeah, and I think that one of those things with that one year where Zach ended up playing a lot, especially at the end, Holm had a little bit of an injury.
A little bit of a tweak, and I've talked to Brett about that.
Yeah.
And they didn't let that be known. He was still dressed, but they didn't want to play him.
So that certainly opened the door for Zach, and he went on and led him to a state title.
So here we go, third period action, and again, referee is ready to go. They still have 1 minute on the clock. He said, can we reset that? Come on, Marv, let's reset. There we go. Good job, Marv.
There we go. Oh, he's doing triple duty here tonight.
Yeah, the referee did not want to wait, did he? So here we go, third period action as the Thunderhawks leading 2-0, and with the power play roll-off. Goes rink wide, and Garski chases it into the zone. Has it cleared past him and back down the ice where Roloff has to retreat for it. Picks it up off the stick of Ryder Miskovich. Sweeps it wide to Andrew Ryla. Ryla just stays onside.
Garski as well. About pulled a groin there.
And
that one came out.
That one came out. The linesman waved it off, but the referee on the other side correctly, I believe.
I think it came out.
Yes. Pointed and called it offside.
Our officials tonight are linesman Parker Clafton and referees Troy Scott and Tom Anik.
Face-off just outside the Superior blue line, won by Grand Rapids as Roloff chases it back and goes to Carlson. Roloff finds Ryla on the far side. Ryla on the half wall, dug out to Roloff as the Thunderhawks out front. Shot, save, rebound, scramble for it, and wow.
Well, you got to be willing to pay the price going to the net.
Dylan Clayton is absolutely run over.
And that was he bounced off three different players and finally was taken down from behind. I'm surprised actually on that one that there wasn't a call. That last hit was from behind. It was a little bit late.
And but Clayton, just popped back up.
He's been a little marked, I think, since early in that first period.
Yes, Thunderhawks win the draw. Comes back to Carlson. Carlson goes rink wide to Roloff. Roloff back to Ryla on the far side. Ryla down low for Dylan Clayton. Clayton back to Roloff. Now Carlson. Carlson, side of the net, put it out front. Shot, saved by Pettingill. Clayton again. Here's Garski back to Clayton. 3 seconds left in the power play. And both teams back at full strength. Roloff takes a shot. Rebound. Comes in front. Another save by Pettingill. And it's shot down the ice, and we'll have an icing call on Superior. If you're looking to start, buy, or sell your business, call Itasca Economic Development Corporation today.
Those coincidental minors are done. Thank a few more of our sponsors. Woodland Bank, Cushel and Chandler Insurance Agency, Nooches in the Corner, Riverwood Healthcare Center, Deerwood Bank, and Ray's Sport and Cycle.
2-0 Grand Rapids, 15:28 to go. Caleb Gunderson wins the draw cleanly. Puck shot in wide. Comes to the wall as Hansen gets it out to center. Stopped at neutral ice was Milroy as the Thunderhawks shoot it in on Pettingill, who stops it and holds it for a face-off.
Shots now creeped up 30-5 in favor of Grand Rapids. And it's been that type of game. It's been that dominant.
It has been. Face-off will be to the left. Pettingill. Thunderhawks will head to Hibbing Saturday evening at 7 o'clock.
We got to give a shout out here to the man to my left, Mr. Mortensen.
Yeah, doing Min Hockey TV.
Chuck-a-Puck winner tonight.
Oh, was he? Wow, look at that. we've been giving him hassle because his chuck-a-puck hasn't been that good. He must have been practicing.
I was just going to say, Blake's been practicing here.
Thunderhawks get a turnover in the zone and go after it on the forecheck. Drugas moves it around to the far side, comes to the point, not out. Stupar's shot turned aside by Pettengill.
Boy, Pettengill looked in his glove and it kind of squirted out. He thought he had it for a moment.
Stupar again. Gets it to Salisbury, goes off his skate and deep into the corner. Palachek, who has a goal tonight, gets it back to Salisbury, ends up stick handling out of the zone, and now turns. Salisbury comes in deep, everyone else making changes. Salisbury holds on to the puck, gets it back to Carlson. Carlson goes in front, but the puck poked off his stick. Back to Salisbury again. Salisbury has it poked away, and here's a breakaway coming in. Saved by Miskovich off Haraldson. That's the M&H Convenience Store save of the game right there.
Just going to say we finally got one for save of the game.
That's a great scoring chance, by far the best one for Superior, and a beautiful save by Ryder Miskovich. Here comes Carlson. Carlson out front, looking for Duell, didn't connect. As Rabers chases it back into his own zone, taps it to Carpenter. Carpenter to Duell, gets it outside the zone. Garski goes after it, can't get there in time. Behind the net, Miskovich. They fight for it. Thunderhawks will get it out of the zone. Here comes Duell. Duell gains the line. He's taken down. Oh, pass for Garski just goes off his stick. He was in a good spot and back the other way.
Jamison a little slow to get up there. He took a big hit.
And now Roloff delivers one down at the other end as the Thunderhawks come out to center. Puck off the wall. Going after it is Drennan. Just be poetic for Drennan to get a goal tonight.
It certainly would.
Roloff shot hits the defense. Roloff puts it down low to Dylan Clayton. Clayton back to the point. Stupar to Roloff. Shot. Scores!
Going to be Stupar's goal. Boy, rewarded there.
Colton Stupar. That'll be his first varsity goal. Been getting progressively better and better, and now puts it in the net for a 3-0 lead.
Well, he certainly earned that one. And Thunderhawks make this a little nicer with a 3-goal lead. I feel better.
Well, good. Glad you feel better. Palachek and Severin to take the draw in neutral at center ice. Roll off. Behind the net for Stupar. Stupar. Now to roll off. Roll off. Back to Stupar. Keeps it onside. Nicely done. As Stupar has it go behind the Superior net. Pinching in was Palachek as well as Miskovich. Thunderhawks able to keep it in. Ryla tries to play it back to the point, but fans on it. Now with some room, here's Hansen, and his shot is gloved by Miskovich. Going back to the breakaway, we gave Ryder Miskovich the save of the game there. And when you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink at 7H Convenience Store, they're the place to stop. You can save 10 cents a gallon when you pay inside.
A lot of high fives and smiles for Colton Stupar on that Grand Rapids bench, picking up his first varsity goal.
And for Stupar, obviously more good things to come for the Thunderhawks defenseman. Joey Miskovich trying to get it outside the zone. Thunderhawks will finally clear it. Stupar, another of that junior class. That junior class is a big one for the Thunderhawks. Gunderson behind the net. Oh, nice play by Joey Miskovich to pick that up. Miskovich tries to center it, but it goes to the boards. Gunderson finds it there, shot right on. Pettengill makes the save. Boy, Ari Lampa was sent head over tea kettle there.
Well, That Colton Stupar goal, Roloff picking up his second point of the night with the assist, as well as Gus Drennan getting a point on the board.
Boy, Roloff keeps piling up the points. 2 assists tonight. Now has 21 points on the season. 3-0 Grand Rapids lead. Thunderhawks win the draw. Raber's shot hits a stick and goes high into the netting.
This one has the feel of Grand Rapids about to blow the top off it here, leading 3-0. Shots on goal 32-7.
Face off to the right of Pettengill. Comes back to Garski. Garski finds Raber's cutting in, but that doesn't quite connect. Duell tries to tap it down low. Puck still loose. Thunderhawks will get it back to the point now to Raber's. Raber's shot tipped wide. Played back down low as the puck goes around behind the net. Carlson chases it down there. Carlson at the half wall. Plays it back. That's a tough one to keep in for Raber's. Kept it in for a moment. Now here's Hansen. Hansen's shot. Nice pad save by Miskovich.
Another nice little kick save there for Ryder.
Duell out front. Shot. Pettengill. What a save off of Carlson.
Boy.
Carlson looking for his second goal as this one goes all the way down the ice and wide of the net.
Boy, nice feed there from Duell. Carlson paid the price. He hung right in there. It's kind of like a quarterback in the pocket. You know
Yes.
it's coming.
Yep.
You got to get rid of it.
You saying Sam Darnold could take notes?
Well, I'll tell you what, he did hang in there. I think the real Sam Darnold showed up for Minnesota.
We're hoping not. We're hoping that was just an aberration.
I was kind of listening to K-Fan the following day, and they said, was it a execution? Was it a skill level, or was it in your head? And everybody's thinking it was in his head.
That was my thought watching it. Anyways, back to hockey as Will Miskovich in the corner. Can't control it, comes up the boards. Milroy tries to get it out, and no, doesn't. Shot right on. Pettengill makes the save. There's been a lot of those right on the line. That looked really close.
There's been a couple tight ones.
Face-off will be to the left of Ryan Pettengill. Shots 32-8, so Superior actually with a few more shots this period. Well, 3 of them, I guess.
They've got 3 so far. They had 4 last period.
To the point, Stupar keeps it in. Now to Salisbury. Salisbury, his shot right on, and Pettengill makes the save, and he holds it for the face-off.
Thanks some sponsors here once again. Ray's Sport and Cycle, Grand Rapids Chevrolet and GMC, Sammy's Pizza of Grand Rapids, Timberlake Lodge, Claremont McBride Financial, and Fred's Live Bait and Tackle, Winnie Trading Post.
Face off to the right of Pettengill. Caleb Gunderson and Severin. And this one won by Superior. As Harrelson gets it in deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Now digging it out. Harrelson taken to the boards by Gunderson. Try to play it back to the point, but it comes all the way down the ice. Pettengill leaves it there, but who's on the forecheck but Gus Drennan. Takes a hit, but moves it to Dylan Clayton. Now goes after it on the near side. Fighting for it there with Dylan Johnson. And out to center ice. Thunderhawks get it back. Here comes Dylan Clayton. Clayton has Drennan cutting to the net. Clayton's shot right off the pad and up the slot, but no Thunderhawk in to tap it home.
Another fine save there by Pettengill.
Now a nice drag move, poke check by Ryder Miskovich. And Drennan, end of a shift, but gains the blue line, had Carlson going with him. And now the puck played into the Grand Rapids zone, and they will call icing. One of the world's slowest, slow-mo icing there. And face-off will come back in the Grand Rapids, or the Superior zone.
A couple of Thunderhawks paying the price on that. Drennan took a big hit on the far boards there. And I didn't catch the number of the Grand Rapids player, but also buried there just prior to that icing. So Superior still playing the physical game, at least trying to.
3-0 Grand Rapids, 8:29 to go, period number 3. Carlson and Garski, and Thunderhawks will gain possession. Duell in the corner.
Well, he's got that strong spin move off the boards.
Back to the point, kept in by Ravers, comes to Roloff. Roloff's shot hits a stick and doesn't get to the net. Now the tap out to Olsen. Olsen relays it out to Ravila, who puts it into the Grand Rapids zone. On the far side, Ravers can't control it. Puck thrown across in front of the Grand Rapids net.
You know, give Superior credit here. They're still hanging in there.
Pass to Duell. Duell. Top of the circle, can't get a shot off. And the puck shot down the ice. We'll have an icing call on Superior.
Jameson did everything right on that play except he forgot the puck. You got to bring that with you.
Right at the end. He has some of the softest hands receiving a pass that I've seen in a long time. Puck hits his stick on a pass and it sticks right there.
Well, another icing call here.
An IEDC icing by Task Economic Development Corporation. As Salisbury gets it down to Miskovic. Miskovic lugs it into the corner against the back checker. Still with it. Miskovic plays it back to the point. Shot right on. Rebound. Thunderhawks can't find it. 2 players in front. Neither one could knock it home. Salisbury back in his own zone with a 3-0 lead. 7:10 to go, third period. As the Thunderhawks move it out of the zone, Will Miskovic has it go off his stick. Salisbury has that go into the Superior player's box.
I'm glad Will got his head up there because that looked like all kinds of trouble for him. He avoided the big hit.
As face-off will be at center ice. Three 0 Grand Rapids. As puck in front of the Grand Rapids net, now cleared out to center ice. Severin. So he's double shifting. He'll take a shift at forward or at center and then take a shift at defense, won't he?
That's a good way.
Good
you
way
got to
to
double up a guy. That's the right positions to do it.
As Severin takes a hit at the boards behind his own net.
Boy, another strong hit by Clayton.
He has just been on fire physically this game. Clayton tries to go in against a couple Superior Spartans, and that doesn't work. Cleared out to center ice. Stupar moves it ahead. Thunderhawks into the zone. Try to get it out front. Now Clayton back to the point. Stupar's shot goes wide. Carpenter keeps it in. Another one right in front, right through a by-mark screen, and somehow Pettengill found it and kept it.
You know, the thing, too, I like to see from Clayton, he's been kind of marked, and they've been taking extra whacks at him. He's really kept his composure here. He's not retaliating. He's just playing his game, and they're not taking him off it.
5:51 to go, third period. 3-0 Grand Rapids. Olsen and Carlson to take the draw. And this is won by Superior. Kept in, though, by the Thunderhawks. Garski stick handles down low. Duell there as well, along with Olsen. Thunderhawks pick it up. Back to the point. Stupar, his shot goes just wide. Boy, what'd that be like? Scored 2 in you.
I don't think Pettengill saw that either until it was already by him.
I agree. Now Carlson plays it back to Carpenter. Carpenter tries to get it across to Stupar, but that's intercepted and shot into the Grand Rapids zone. Carpenter back to get it. Moves it up to Garski. Garski gains the zone, takes a shot, goes just wide of the net. Roloff delivers a hit.
You can see that one.
Milroy.
You can see that one coming.
We could. I don't think Milroy could. Now here comes Roloff. Roloff In the middle to Garski. His shot turned aside by Pettengill. And Roloff just misses on the rebound.
Near miss there on the back door.
Now here's Ryla. Ryla. Stick handles behind the net. Goes out front looking for Palachek. Didn't quite connect. Now this one thrown across. Palachek keeps it in. Roloff goes down low. Backhands it out front. And that's intercepted by Hansen, who gets it out to center. Shots 37-9 Grand Rapids. They lead 3-0. Down low, out front. Oh, what a save by Palachek. Rebound, Miskovich shoots it wide. Oh, Miskovich robbed by Pettengill.
Boy, nice setup there once again by the Thunderhawks. And a couple of good saves.
Now out front, shot in the goal.
And Palachek left slowly too.
That was Hunter Hansen, who gets Superior on the board. Hansen, his 4th of the year, cuts it to 3-1 with 3:52 to go.
You know, never say die if you're Superior. You're still in this, down by a pair with 3:52 to go.
And they've had a couple decent chances on a little, the counterpunch thing where you get an odd man rush, and Thunderhawks have given up a few of those this period.
Look at the breakaway opportunity.
Yep. Thunderhawks shoot it in. Goes back behind the net past Pettengill. Thunderhawks fight for it. Comes back to the point to Salisbury. Salisbury's shot goes just wide. Rebounds outside the zone. Thunderhawks have to clear. And it'll give Superior a free clearing pass. And out they come to center.
Oh, you look at that
Modine.
too. That goal coming on the heels of a fantastic save.
Yes.
On the other end.
Yes, it did. Puck at the blue line. And Clayton comes away with it. Clayton stick handles in, shot right on. And the save by Pettengill. Now Duell tries to fight his way in. Doesn't work. And now puck out to center ice. Here comes Duell. Duell. His shot right on. Pettengill the save. Now out front, Carlson in a little too tight. Into the Grand Rapids zone. And Caleb Gunderson getting a shift on defense. Have no idea why. And maybe because of that, he gets the block. As the puck into the Grand Rapids. I didn't see any injuries, but
no.
And Grand Rapids has been playing 6 defensemen all night, but all of a sudden there's Gunderson out playing a shift on D. As the puck comes out to center ice, Garski puts it into the Superior zone. Now here's Severin. Severin into the Grand Rapids zone. Centers it for Hansen. That's knocked away. Up the boards. Comes out to center. And here comes Ryla. Ryla looks out front. Drops pass. And the shot by Miskovich turned away by Pettengill.
Well, Miskovich has had some opportunities.
Yes, he has. Now out to center ice comes Dylan Johnson. Johnson shoots it in behind the Grand Rapids net. Thunderhawks try to clear it. Ryla has to retreat in his own zone. Ryla, nice pass ahead. He just sees the ice so well. Palachek spins in, gets a deep. Oh, he takes a big hit, and Palachek is down. As you said, Palachek got up slow and
on his previous shift.
And we talked about the Dylan Clayton clean hit. There was another clean hit. Palachek gets up and he will skate under his own power to the box. I was going to have Palachek on my post game. He may not feel up to it. Face off at neutral ice. 1:04 to go. 3-1 Grand Rapids lead.
They'll move that face off back out to neutral ice. Grand Rapids caused that whistle. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here.
And get a timeout while players will talk about it. Yeah, it's Grand Rapids 3-1 lead as they're looking to go 10-3 on the season, and it has been a good season so far for the Thunderhawks.
It certainly has.
And I think any Thunderhawk fan, if you'd have told them mid-January you're going to be 10-3, they would have taken it.
Well, certainly with the schedule Grand Rapids plays, and they've got some toughies coming up here in the latter half of the season, and I think that's by design by Coach Clafton. You want to kind of get forged a little bit there as you head towards the playoffs.
And they've certainly played some tough games already. Edina, Moorhead, even Eden Prairie, Wayzata. So some great teams that they've played. But you still have Hill Murray, White Bear Lake, St. Thomas Academy, and those are some top teams in the state of Minnesota. So we are, well, I see Marcus, what was the score of the game you were doing? He can't remember.
See, it was Rapids won by over 20 though.
Rapids with a nice win on the basketball court, just over in the gym, just up the hill here from the Rife, as they get a double-digit win over Rockridge tonight. Marcus can't tell me the score, but he said they won by 20.
Okay.
At least. Here we're in the final minute, and the puck in the Superior zone. Grand Rapids, Duell out front, shot, rebound, Garski.
Oh my.
2 cracks at it, then Carlson shot it wide. Another shot goes wide of the net. And in the corner, finally, I think Garski pulls it out and pushes it in on the backhand.
He'll poke it in.
And the Thunderhawks will finally get that 4th goal. Carlson will be seeing that one in his nightmares.
Boy, it's Nate Garski with the goal, but it's how many opportunities did Grand Rapids have right there?
Like 4 scoring chances with in about 15 seconds.
What started it was Duell, and he got in tight. Those soft hands you were talking about. He maneuvered right in front, got a couple of quality whacks at it. And it's Garski who buries it.
So Grand Rapids restores the 3-goal lead, 4-1 now with under 30 to go. Good friend on Twitter, Skydog, I believe he had it 4-2, so he's close again. He nailed the Wayzata game, and he's close on this one. As Thunderhawks have to chase it back into their own zone, and it'll be an icing call on Superior with 7.7 seconds left.
That's kind of the one, if you're a referee, maybe you let that go with 7 seconds left.
That's what I was thinking, but it is an Itasca Economic Development Corporation icing call. As puck in the corner, and the final seconds clicking off. Puck comes right out in front as the buzzer sounds. Pettengill picks it up. Grand Rapids moves to 10-3 on the year with a 4-1 win over Superior. We'll take a break, come back to wrap it up here from Yanmar Arena. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
You got 3.5.
Over here, I got my corns tangled up. Next thing I know, the mouse was on the ground. Okay, we gotta do something here.
Thank you so much for
My son-in-law said I did good. Rock on, rock on. They were watching at home. Hey, fantastic. Rapids got the win, so hey, everything's good in the world. Yeah, we got you through. Hell yeah. Well, appreciate it, Jim. Yeah, I'd be willing to do it again. Awesome, man. Well, we will probably be in touch. I'm sure. 6-8 minutes.
Good. Dang.
Yeah, it was a physical game.
Marcus, I hope your basketball game wasn't as sloppy as this one.
Well, it wasn't clean, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this one was. Yeah.
4-1. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought the boys. That's the best I've seen them probably play in a couple years.
Nice.
I got you, Joe. 1 minute.
Bad basketball.
Yeah. So, they don't have much size. Their guys are. Sutherland 6'3". I think Sylvester's 6'2", 6'3". You get somebody with some real size and they'll struggle. But outside of that, they can shoot pretty well. Their defense is fast. They're running. So, and they went really deep.
Who's good in the conference? The experience
I
conference.
haven't even seen.
Okay's good.
Okay's pretty good.
Yeah, they got that Taglia kid. We watched him play football.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that dude. Yeah, that dude.
Welcome back to Yanmar Arena. Jason Merritt with you. I'll be rejoined by Sheldon shortly as he went down to get a couple of interviews here. Grand Rapids victorious here tonight, 4-1 over the Superior Spartans. It was a dominant performance by the Thunderhawks. They really did everything but score a lot of goals. They did get the 4, but they really controlled most of this hockey game, just giving up the 1 goal. Grand Rapids got it going 3:24 in the second period after a scoreless first. Seth Carlson, and he took an assist from Luka Roloff. And then a second goal in that period, Luke Palachek at the 16:06 mark from Jackson Rabers, and it was 2-0 after 2. Grand Rapids made it 3-0. Colton Stupar, his first varsity goal, and that at the 4:33 mark, Roloff and Gus Drennan with the assist. And then Superior trying to make it interesting at the 13:08 mark, Hunter Hansen from Brady Haroldson, and that was the scoring for Superior. Grand Rapids would close it out. A Nate Garski goal at the 16:30 mark. He picked up an assist from Roloff once again, and Jamison Duell. Grand Rapids 16 shots in the first, 11 in the first, 16 in the second, 17 in the third. Game total of 44 and 41 saves for Ryan Pettengill of Superior. Superior just managed the 10 shots, 1 in the first, 4 in the second, and 5 in the third. Ryder Miskovich stopped all but 1, so he had 9 saves in this hockey game. Grand Rapids goes 0 for 3 on the power play. Superior 0 for 1, and what was just a real physical battle between these two teams. So, but Grand Rapids victorious here, and they move to 10-3 on the season. And for Superior, they'll fall to 4-12. Grand Rapids will be back in action on Saturday evening. Sheldon will have that call for you here on J105 as they'll head to Hibbing and take on the Blue Jackets, the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. A very nice team this year, putting together a nice season, are the Blue Jackets. So Thunderhawks are going to have to be wary of that. And for Superior, they'll head back to Wisconsin, kind of licking their chops or a little bit here as it was a real physical game. They had one player get injured early on, but a solid battle. No real cheap shots, just a lot of physical play here by both teams. And Grand Rapids comes out on top. They had some grade A scoring opportunities throughout this hockey game, and it was a very good Ryan Pettengill for Superior that he came up with a lot of saves, 41 saves on the night for him. And once again, though, Grand Rapids just proved they were a little bit stronger of a team. And we'll welcome back Sheldon.
All right.
How's your win there, buddy?
Hey, my wind is fine. Problem was, so I tell you why it took me so long?
Sure. Show, man.
Because Colton Stupar snuck past me, and I had to go back into the locker room to get him.
Okay.
He's not used to being the feature.
There you go.
Here we go with our post-game interview. Post-game interview, got Luke Palachek, Colton Stupar, and Colton, you get your first varsity goal, and you played your way into a lot more playing time the last 3 or 4 games. How did it feel?
I felt great. Passed the puck to Luca, and he created space for me. I gave it back and just put it on net and went in.
And Mr. Palachuk, you had a goal tonight as well in a tough game. You took a big hit late. How do you feel?
I feel good now. Yeah, it was kind of hard hit, but yeah, it came back to me, so I'm good.
And there was a lot of physical play out there, Colton. Is this a game you like?
Yeah, I love the physicality, honestly. It's something I gotta get better at too, so it only helps me.
And it was a game where you dominate but had trouble scoring. Their goalie played well. How do you feel about the overall team performance, Luke?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to get the win, but definitely have to pick it up for Hibbing. But yeah, I think we were just missing some little things, just move our feet, and then everything kind of gets better from there. But yeah.
Well, and it was also a game where everyone was playing, right? All four lines, all six defense. Does that make it harder to get into a rhythm sometimes?
No. I think I think those guys did great. They moved, they worked hard. I don't think so at all, no.
And Luke, now the season feels like it's settling into a good rhythm. What does the team still need to improve on?
Yeah, I think Wayzata was a big game. Today was a little bit of a step back, but I'm positive that we'll get back at it against Hibbing, and I think staying consistent is our biggest thing. So.
Okay, good win tonight, guys. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Luke Palachuk, Colton Stupar on our post-game interview, and Colton. Like we mentioned, has just played his way into regular rotation. He wasn't getting that first 5 or 6 games of the season. He is now, and he deserves every minute he's getting on the ice.
Yeah, I like the way he played. I like pretty much the way the whole team responded. We saw some guys have some really good games.
We did. Motor Shop 3 stars. Motor Shop has been your local Milwaukee dealer since 1978. Stop in and get your tools, bits, and accessories. And they also offer mobile and in-shop welding repair from aluminum docks and more to all of your steel products. Highway 169 East in Grand Rapids. Motor Shop 3 stars starting with number 3. Jason, what do you got?
Well, I'll tell you what. I like the fact that this guy came out to play all game long. That was Dylan Clayton, and he
set the tone with that big hit early.
Absolutely, he did. And then, I guess I'd like to give an honorable mention to Gus Drennan too, because he had a heck of a game as well.
I like that.
So those two will go number 3s. How about that?
Okay, I'm good with that. We can always give out 4 3-stars.
Sure, absolutely. And number 2, Luke Palachuk.
Thought he had a good game as well.
He was strong on the forecheck, strong defensively, picked up a goal in this one. And for number 1 star, I got to go with Luka. Luka was everywhere. He had several points in this hockey game. He had a really good, strong game.
And he is the key to the Grand Rapids defense. Those are your Motor Shop 3 stars. Number 1, Luka Roloff. Number 2, Luke Palachuk. And co-3rd stars with Dylan Clayton and Gus Drennan in a 4-1 Grand Rapids victory. And you have GRG Lightning hockey tomorrow. I have, and Saturday.
Yes, I do.
Both here at Yanmar. Yep. And I saw a bunch of the Mercury Bischoff and others down in the student section as I was headed to the interview spot. So they'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Lightning having a real strong season here. So we'll have that game for you over on 1320 and 93.1 tomorrow night at 7, 2 o'clock on Saturday.
And then at 7 o'clock on Saturday right here on J105, it's more Grand Rapids hockey. I'll be there with Dano as Grand Rapids takes on the Hibbing Blue Jackets in what should be a good one.
It certainly should. Hibbing, very much improved team. It's a game you and I saw last year in the Section 7A championship.
Yep.
We got to call. I got to see them a few more times than you last year, but they were starting to put together a real nice little run last year. Got derailed in that championship game. But they've got a new coach, Aaron Jamnick, and he has done wonders with that team, and they've really, really improved, and they're certainly a top 5 Class A team in the state of Minnesota.
No question. Your final score here from Yanmar, 4-1 Grand Rapids, and you've been listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com, and saying good night. I'm Sheldon Willis, along with Jason Merritt and Super Joe back at the studio. All right, I did my LQ backwards, but whatever. Good enough. Talk to you soon.